see. Yeah.
I be on the 40 with the 40 on me.
Yes, sir.
I be sliding through the 40 with the 40 on me.
Yes, sir.
40 with the 40 on me. I be sliding through the 40 with the 40 on me.
Talk about it.
I keep that 40 on me.
Yeah.
Let me talk my shit.
Praying on that new Wraith. I'm just wishing on the star. We was on the road to riches. How the hell we
Rick, this top 5 right here. This top 5.
When I cop a whole thing, he throw an extra quarter zone. Like a DJ.
Yes, sir.
You ain't out there, we gon' bring it back like a replay.
Talk about it.
You strip with a stick like a relay. I don't even fuck with these niggas. Move like the 3K. Dumb shit. Come through asking niggas who want this. Draco 808s mean it came with a drum kit.
Yeah.
Herbo arms cross asking niggas who run shit. My man's got shot next to me, so I get numb quick. Mom's probably tired of the trapping, but my love this. Ain't in my hands, but I already know God above this. Brother got 35, he left me in the streets alone. Gotti got killed, wish he never left the sweeper home.
Come on.
Hands popped the wrong pill, said he won't be the same. Knew it since kids, I never ever thought it'd be this way. Slept on the bed, he would sleep on the floor. When he had food stamps, we used to split him at the store.
They not listening. They not, hold on. They not listening, Mayor. They not listening, Rick Rule. I gotta run it back. Cause like I said, this top 5. Top 5. Let's go. And it's Thursday. Let's go. And we here. Let's go. Just now realized that.
Couldn't give me 25.
What's up? Good. How do you even say good night as a greeting? Can you say good night? Welcome? Good evening? Oh, the evening was like dusk.
What time is fucking dusk?
When the sun goes down, right?
That's when good evening starts. Good evening starts around 6 p.m.
So I can't say hello, good night?
Oh.
No,
Jamaicans do.
I'm about to say, that's what Jamaicans do.
Yeah.
They say hello, good night.
Yeah, call a Jamaican at night. But like, hello, good night.
Well, I mean, Jamaican is
hello, good night.
It's almost like patois is like it's like almost broken English.
All right. Yeah, that is true. But what's up, everybody? This is episode
180.
180. la.
Yeah,
Episode 18.
You gotta start like this, man.
Say what?
Happy birthday.
Ah,
Happy
thank you,
birthday.
thank you. Appreciate you.
Was it Tuesday?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what's today? Friday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Today's not Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Today's Thursday.
It was Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Let's go. Happy birthday, man. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Today's the 19th.
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you,
Happy
thank you,
birthday, man. How was your birthday?
It was cool. It was around a lot of love, man. Got to be around a lot of love, and family came through. Girl held me down.
Mr. Die with the lie.
Got to die with the lie, man. Got to die with the lie. Like I said,
That shit was hilarious.
that of all the clips to find, that was funny. I had no idea that was even in the stash. That was funny. So I definitely appreciated that. Shout out to everybody who wished me a happy birthday in the virtual world or social media platforms. That is my new phrase for social media, the virtual world. Yeah, so after yesterday, I just deactivated my account. Now I'm back in the real world. So we here.
How long you give JT to get back?
I think he can hold out strong.
Yeah, I might last to the summer.
Yeah, probably.
Summer?
I think about to the summer.
I was thinking about doing the same shit, but I can't do it. I'd be bored. What the fuck clip was that? Like, what were we talking about? Do you remember?
Nah, honestly, nah.
I think it had to do with relationships. It had to be something with relationships. That's the only reason.
They said, you said you're gonna lie. You said you should trust me. That's why you should come talk to me, because I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You said you would lie. Yeah. Die with the
There you go. Point blank, period.
Yeah, that was a double digit episode. That was like episode 30 or something.
Was that?
Nah.
Was that with Sam?
Yeah.
Was that with Sam? I think that might have been with Sam.
It was like episode 30 or something like that. It was like,
yeah, definitely was early. But I think that was with Sam.
I don't know. It was whatever girl was here. We gotta look at that. I don't know. You just gotta, whatever video you pulled it from. Just let me see it. I'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to say that was with Sam. Shout out to Sam.
That was we did the photo shoot that day. If that's the episode.
I believe it was that day.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to say that was that day. But in that clip, I definitely had on the 40 Central crew neck. Speaking of that, we do have 40 Central Network sweatsuits right here. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Impeccable memory.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I wish I could remember shit like that. Kev be telling me, yo, you remember when JT said that? I'm like, nah, nigga.
Nah, I be saying a lot of stuff I don't remember.
That's why I say once we leave, I forget.
Yeah. I remember a lot of shit.
That's good. I have good long-term memory. Yeah. I could watch an episode
and remember what we were talking about.
What you mean?
Like, I could watch it and then be like, oh yeah, I said this. I remember saying that. I don't remember once, like a week, 2 days after what the fuck we said.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say I could watch a 30-minute episode on TV and change the channel and forget what I just watched.
Me too. I did that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I used to think that was a big problem when I was.
Bro, I was in the car with Leah the other day, and we was talking about something, and something happened. It was like 2 seconds, and I looked at her and said, yeah, "What were we talking about?" She's like, "I don't remember."
Yeah,
it's like my memory's like that. But if I start watching something, I could remember everything.
You ever started driving and forgot you was driving?
Yeah, all the time.
That shit is
especially
scary.
when I'm doing long drives.
That shit is scary. That ever happened?
You just go on autopilot.
Never?
Never happened to me.
Good lucky.
It probably has happened to you, and you just don't know. You just go. Your body just goes on autopilot because you know where you're going. Or if you're driving straight on like a highway for like 70 miles, you just driving straight. Your body just goes on autopilot.
Swear to God.
You ever had sleep paralysis?
Yes.
Yes, I had sleep paralysis.
That's scary.
Yeah. I get that almost every night.
Oh, that's scary. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. How you get out of it?
Just wake up.
Nah, sometimes you can't just wake up.
Well, sometimes your eyes are open, but you can't move.
Yeah.
You can't breathe.
Yeah.
So, but eventually you wiggle yourself out.
You be looking like a worm?
I don't know. I gotta get a camera.
You having that every night. You need to go see a doctor, nigga.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a once in a blue
type of thing. Yeah.
It happens when I sleep too much. If I sleep 5 or 6 hours, I'm good. If I have like maybe 7 to 9 hours, then yeah, that's when it kicks in.
Okay. Yeah, it happened to me once, and the scary part was I was on vacation when it happened. So I was at my friend's house in St. Louis, over Thanksgiving break when I was in college, and I got up and I was laying down, face up. I got up and I couldn't move, and I'm sitting there blinking, trying to signal to somebody that I can't move, and nobody paid me no mind. So I just went back to sleep.
And then woke up and
just
you
hope
was
for the
good?
best. Yeah, I just hope for the
Wait,
best.
yeah. So I mean, you know what's crazy is that when you look it up, it says that you can't die from sleep paralysis, and I feel like that's a bullshit lie. Because honestly, it's like you can't breathe. You don't know how long you're going without breathing.
Yeah, that was scary. That was scary.
If they say you can have multiple dreams in 10 minutes, right? Maybe 5 minutes, you can have multiple dreams. How long are you laying there without breathing?
I had some crazy dream about us last night too. We was in the studio with Pop. Some shit. We had some shit coming out, but I don't think Pop was really who Pop was. It was me, you, and Pop, and it was it was somebody else that's supposed to come up here, but it was just like he was on his story. I don't know who it was, but I gotta remember that shit. That shit was ill last night. I want to. You ever want to go back to go back to sleep and try to finish the dream?
Yes and no.
I wanted to go back last night and finish what the hell we was.
And then wound up dreaming about something completely
Nah,
different.
you just can't go back to sleep. Like I just couldn't go back to sleep after that. I was like, I was up, but like I wanted to go back in and finish that dream.
They're gonna invent something one day that records dreams.
Black Mirror.
Oh, that's a Black Mirror episode?
It probably is.
Because I know they're already implanting chips with Neuralink. They already started that process.
Would you do it?
I wouldn't be a test dummy. So I wouldn't be. I know they're like getting people right now to try for the trial error process. I wouldn't do that. But after it's proven to be something that can work, I wouldn't mind trying it. I could just look at something and download it. I could read a book in 3 minutes. I'd do it. Why not? As long as it's proven that it could work.
That'd be crazy though.
Yeah, it's like a little chip. I think it goes in the back of your ear or something like that, into your brain, and then you could just do basically everything that you want to do.
Would you do it?
Fuck it, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, shout out to Elon Musk, man. Call me.
You want to get done? Yeah, let me get that shit done.
Yeah, call me, Elon. You got my number.
He probably does. They got so much shit about us right now.
Find that shit. You got my number.
Imagine your phone rings just right now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, there was something that we said on the last podcast, and then the whole shit turned down. So we you never know.
Yep. Brought up Lion King. Lion King popped up. They always listening. All right.
You said the Matrix and the whole fucking shit turned off.
Remember that.
The whole audio went out. He said
crazy.
Matrix, everything went out. We just standing there talking, like nobody could hear us.
That was crazy.
It was good though. How was your week, man?
Honestly, it was a very quiet week. I've been very relaxed, trying to catch up with some Z's, and I've been been trying to catch up with some Z's, and I've been on like a very strict diet. So, and that's kind of fucking the restriction. I don't like restriction.
Did you wear tight pants?
My pants look tight right now.
Like, yeah, those are the shits we said. You got out looking like Aaron, nigga. You was like, I hate these fucking pants because your shits are done tight. You say you crack.
I bought a pair of tight pants today, and I'm like, nah, this is too tight.
How tight?
Like skin tight.
Nah.
I felt very uncomfortable. Like I know I wear.
You bought them?
I didn't try them on. You know, men don't try on.
Yeah.
We don't try on shit in the store. So I brought it home. I tried them on. I said, nah.
You just gotta do the neck test. Pause.
What?
Or you take the
I didn't know.
the thing and you wrap it around and see if it fits.
What is that?
The jeans. When you take the jeans and you just put it around your neck, that fits your waist.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, you gotta just do that.
I don't understand.
You take the jeans.
As long as it's buttoned up, you take the jeans, you wrap it around your neck,
and they touch.
And if it touches, I mean, that's how it's gonna fit around your waist.
Okay.
You never tried that?
No. I don't try on clothes when I'm at the store.
No, you're not trying. It's not like you put it on as a cape, nigga. You're just putting it on your neck just to touch it, see if it fits.
Nah, that sounds like too close to something else. Might have some traumatic flashbacks of my ancestors.
Yo.
Just saying. I don't like tying things around my neck.
Yo. Okay. You good?
I'm fine.
You can also test the length of the jeans put it from your arm.
What?
From your arm. The jeans. The jeans.
So you put the waist part up here, and then if the length goes,
the waist part goes up to your neck, right, and down to your arm. That's jeans.
I never knew that one. I never knew that.
Interesting.
So you don't have to go around trying shit.
Yeah.
I just try it when I get home. If I don't like it, I just bring it back.
Where you got it from?
Where did I get it from? I think I got it from H&M. Yeah, I went to a few places.
H&M actually pretty good on their sizes.
But they do that European thing where it has like a U.S. size, European size, but it's more tailored to like the European numerics metrics that they use. So it said 30 something, but I don't know. It was like 38R or something like that. I'm like, we don't use that in this country.
Blazer?
Not for pants.
Pants?
Yeah.
Never seen it for
Yeah.
Shop H&M all the time.
Said 38R. I'm like,
Express got the best jeans.
They do. I did see. You know what's crazy? Now that I'm a little older, I'm starting to get to that point where I'll pay a little bit more for the better quality.
And they always got deals. There's always buy one get one. I mean, I'm half off. So
I saw that today.
Express got the best fucking jeans. Like you put them on, they so comfortable. You could them shits like if you get the stretch, them shits is so comfortable, bro.
Well, I don't wear
jeans from Express.
I don't wear jeans anymore.
Yeah, like
I'm at a point in my life where I only wear suits or sweats. Suits or sweats. I stopped buying jeans. I think after college, I stopped buying jeans. Suits and sweats.
Oh, you got to get some Express jeans just in case.
Nah, boy.
Them shits are just like too comfortable.
Suits or sweats. I'm either gonna be comfortable or I'm closing a deal.
Ooh, nice.
That's the mindset that I'm trying to put myself in. But other than that, really good, solid week. Got a lot of love this week, and I'm just trying to finish these New Year's resolutions, man. Really trying to stick to it. We're 19 days in. Shit, month 1 is almost over. We only got 11 left.
That is so fucking insane.
Yeah, better lock in.
New Year's is already coming through.
Better start Christmas shopping.
Yeah, the way shit's looking now, you might as well.
Yeah, because it's gonna go up even more. So you might as well make a closet and just buy the gifts
throughout the year.
Get 2 gifts a month.
Yeah,
that's enough. Yeah,
there you go. What I used to tell people when I first started like learning about finances and stuff like that, I would tell people to help with Christmas shopping. Whatever you pay for your rent or mortgage, you add like an extra. Add about an extra like 10%, 12% a month to that payment. So every time you pay like 12% extra. So by the time you get to December, you'll have your January and December mortgage pretty much almost covered. So that way you could just focus on whatever it is that you need to buy for the holidays. And it works for some people.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Yeah. Always try to pay a little bit more. So that way at the end of the year you have less to worry about.
Like we always try to start in like summertime. Going to get like little things, and everybody usually starts around November, Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday is usually the staple day.
They start where all right, now we're gonna start buying our gifts and shit like that.
Shit, I start the day before, nigga. Christmas Eve, bro. I'll be out there.
You just gotta. Now is the point where you just give them money. Like, do what you think. Do your thing.
Yep. One day they'll be professional Christmas shoppers.
They are.
They are already?
Yeah, there's professional shoppers. Like there's shop. You can have a professional shopper do anything for you. Shop for clothes. Shop for.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was only
groceries. Shop for groceries.
Yeah, I know you can do it for groceries. I didn't know for everything else.
Instacart does. Christmas time they had niggas going to like Five Below getting shit for the kids and all that shit. Like, wow. Right?
Yeah.
That shit's they could do that shit. It's
I see why the Russians feel like they could beat us. I see why.
Just be lazy.
It's fucking lazy.
Yeah, we are though. But it's alright though. Fuck it. What was good though? What's happening this week? Yo, there's a couple of fights I want to talk about too. I'm sad Fight Night X and I'm not here, but
do you want to save it for when they come back?
Nah, because I don't know when they're gonna come back. But Ryan and Javante signed. They fighting April 15th.
It's official?
That's what they said. So Oscar De La Hoya said.
I don't fucking believe nobody named Oscar. That's your source?
I just went. Oscar
The last
De La Hoya.
time an
April
Oscar told you the
15th.
truth.
April 15th.
You know, I never met an Oscar in my life.
Never?
I've never. I met one Oscar.
Met a fish. Oscar fish.
Yo.
Shout out to Oscar the Fish.
Yeah, man. Right. That shit's happening.
Okay.
Bones Jones is coming back to the ring.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
Just because he's
John
black, I'm
Jones?
supposed to know him?
Yeah, John. You look like John Jones.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
John Jones is coming back to
He
the
looks
UFC.
nothing like him. Why does he look like him?
Shout out to John Jones, man.
Why he looks
Black
like
man.
Why does he good?
And Jake Paul fighting Tommy Fury. They really signed this shit for
Tommy Fury? I don't know who that is.
You don't know Nick. I said Nick Fury.
Wow.
the what's his name who beat Deontay Wilder?
Oh, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury's little brother.
Okay. Oh,
they
that's
really
what's
gonna
up.
fight now. That's a real fight.
Oh, that's good. That's
February
good.
25th. So there's going to be some good.
All right.
Couple of fights is coming out this.
Do you want to call who you think is going to win each fight?
John Jones gonna fight. He's gonna win.
All right.
Whoever the fuck he fights.
All right.
I think Jake Paul is gonna win.
Okay.
And Javante Davis.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Black Man.
John Jones.
Go to John Jones. I'm gonna go Paul. I'm gonna go Paul just because they're gonna make, they just trying to, they're gonna do what they do. I'm gonna go Garcia for the upset, man. I'm gonna go Garcia for the upset by decision. Split decision. The way? It's gonna go all the way. I don't think nobody's gonna drop. I think it goes split decision, and I think it's gonna go to Ryan and an upset that's gonna force a rematch. They'll force a rematch. Then we'll get Ryan Tank 2 at the end of the year.
Money. Mm-hmm. I can see either way. It's gonna make. They're gonna do it too.
Yeah. All right.
Have any input in any of those?
I think Javante's gonna win.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's get into some football. Boom, 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 boom. That's the best sports theme song ever. I can do that all day. I like doing the football. But yeah, let's get into some football. We have the San Francisco 49ers facing the Cowboys. We have the Eagles facing the Giants. We have the
Jacksonville
Jaguars versus the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And we have the Bengals versus the Bills. The final four?
Yep.
Final eight. Elite eight.
Yeah.
The Elite Eight of the NFL bracket. We can just make these picks real quick. All right, so let's start with Dallas, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Got a score?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, do you have it by a blowout?
No, I think it'd be yes. Matter of fact, yeah.
Okay. I'll take
more than a touchdown. I'll say more than a touchdown.
I'm gonna take Dallas with the upset by a game-winning field goal.
Ooh.
Take Dallas with the upset.
Not if they got the same kicker.
Okay, I'll still take it. I think they'll get them down. It'll be probably a 43-yard field goal for the game. I'm gonna go with Dallas on the road. Win. Eagles Giants.
Just for fun, I'm gonna take the Giants. Just to go against you.
You going with the baby blue? Going with baby blue. All right. I have the Eagles winning 42-9.
Yeah.
I have the Eagles winning 42-9. Next,
please put on that, but bet that.
Okay.
So you have to put a
I can do that on FanDuel.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put
a dollar on that shit.
42-9.
See, Lauren got the Eagles.
Eagles. What we
You
said?
gonna do Bills,
Let's go.
Cincinnati?
Nah,
I'm
let's
going
see that for-
Bills. That's easy one for me.
Bills?
I think, yeah,
Easy?
easy one for me. I think Bills taking the whole thing. So does the manual.
I got Joey B, the white boy that's going to be at the cookout this summer. Shout out to Joey B. I'm going to go with Joey B to knock down the crime bill, Buffalo Bills, in a shootout. I got that 33. No, yeah. I got a 33-36 in a shootout in favor of Joey B. Joey B is going to show why he's in that class, right?
T. Higgins?
Right up there. Yeah, everybody's playing, I think.
Nah, he got hurt.
I think they say he's good, though.
Oh, okay.
At least the last time I checked.
Yeah, because he got hurt.
Yeah, so I'm going with Joey B winning the shootout. I got it going over, and I got it being a shootout. And then the last are the Chiefs, Jags.
Easy. Chiefs are winning that one.
Easy?
Easy. Easy.
I'm gonna go with.
You're gonna doubt Patrick Mahomes? That's hard to do.
I'm gonna go with the man that could defeat Goliath, man. I think this new quarterback, man, I forgot his name.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor. This guy, he got it.
He does have an it factor.
He has it, and I think it's going to show this weekend. I'm gonna go with the Jags. I'm gonna go 24-27. Gotta be in close. 24-27.
You must be still drunk from your birthday.
Nah, I'm gonna go 24-27 Jags.
Yeah, you crazy. Chiefs, Giants, Bills, 49ers. That's my ticket.
Boom, 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 boom. And that is your football takes of the week. That is your football takes of the week.
So, real shit though, you got Eagles winning it, right?
I wasn't playing when I said 42-9.
No. Whole shit. The champion. Going to.
I gotta see who they play. If when we go to the next round, if we play San Francisco, I like our chances better against Dallas, but I think we could beat either team. I think we'll beat either team.
I think the next round, if the Bills and Chiefs is gonna be a really, really good game again. I still got
Joey
the Bills
B
coming out of that.
I got Joey B, man.
This is the Bills year.
I got Joey B doing it for the people. He has a chip on his shoulder. For some reason, they are not putting him in that elite class with the rest of the quarterbacks like Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. They're not putting him in that class for whatever reason. Lamar Jackson, I don't know why. Joey B is going to have to beat both of them again to show y'all why he is that dude. I think Joey B got it. So I'm going with Joey B coming out the AFC. I got the Eagles coming out the NFC, and a clash that is going to be a very great performance from both teams. Are we done with football?
Yeah.
I gotta find the next topic.
Need some water, some juice.
Let's see. Okay, I was listening to an interview a couple weeks ago with one of my favorite childhood actors, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Shout out to Malcolm. Hopefully, we'll get him on the pod one day. For those who don't know who Malcolm Jamal Warner is, he played Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He had a really, really good interview on The Breakfast Club. You should tune into it. It was just some really good insight about the work that he's done, life, working with Huxtable, Bill Cosby. He worked with Bill Cosby. That perspective that he was able to have just from the show, and then even answering questions about the allegations and things like that, I thought was really, really good. And then at the end, he was talking about his show that he's about to be on starting in a couple weeks. I forgot the name of it. But on the show, it's about this guy who essentially he's about to either he kills someone or he's about to kill. He's on trial for killing someone. That's what it was. He's on trial for killing someone that did something to his daughter. A person did something to his daughter. He retaliated, and I believe he kills him.
Based on a true story?
I don't know. So the plot is, we all say that if anybody messes with our daughter, we'll go to the furthest extent for that, which is completely understandable. But now the twist is that really the right way to go? Because what good are you to your daughter if you're in jail for the rest of your life?
That's true.
Yeah, but either that it's like a win-win lose-lose, I guess. That guy's not out there doing it to another child.
I mean,
So like,
who's to say?
That's how
Okay.
people see it. I'm just saying.
All right.
People would see it as like, oh yeah, I did it. He did it to whatever. I don't know the story yet.
Mhm.
Whatever. Let's just say he molested her, whatever like that. He did whatever he had to do. Yeah, I'm now he can't do it again. I've seen stuff like that says shit like that. Like, oh yeah, but they stopped it. Like we said on Monday, I read the comments.
Mhm.
So I'll be seeing like when shit like that coming, people be like, oh yeah, it's good. Like let him out because he did something, whatever like that. Like people's views on that shit is like totally different. And then if you lose because you're going to jail and your daughter loses out too. So it's like both.
But you can't pick both in real life. Right. So to go back to the question, what good are you to your daughter if you're serving the rest of your life in prison? As a man, what do you do?
You can't defend anybody while you're in prison.
Yeah. I mean, nah, I can still defend people while I'm in prison. I'll just be like, yo, Kev, yo, something happened to Leah. You gonna go check it out? Still defending her, just not me.
Yeah, but you can't physically do it.
Oh, okay, cool. But I still can have some type of say and like, yo, like, if anything happens to her, like, you watch her.
It's not the same thing.
Of course, it's not the same. But if I have to do it, like, so first of all, no, none of us know, right? Let's just say something happens. You don't even know what you would do, if you would snap or if you go like that maybe that wasn't even his intention to kill the person or go. You know what I'm saying? It was just to beat the shit out of him and he dies. Like it
That's
wasn't
the risk you take.
Exactly. You're taking that risk, but like if that happens, then you have to deal with the consequences at the same time too.
But is it worth it?
Yes.
I disagree.
And where did this happen again?
This is a
It's
show.
The show?
Yeah, it's a show.
It didn't come out yet, right?
Well,
Nah.
where did it take place in the show?
I don't know. Let me see if I can find the.
I think I've seen something like this though.
Because some states are like they'll let you off. You know, if you have like a proper cause or actual reason to do so.
They're not gonna let you off. You're gonna do sometime.
No, I mean you'd be surprised. People get shot. People get shot and walk off.
Oh no, yeah. Well, understand your ground laws and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, states. I mean,
stand your ground laws. Yeah,
yeah. But like,
even when you're beating somebody up, if it was a reason, if it was a legit reason to do so. Let's say if you have proof that the guy was like being a predator towards your daughter, whatever it is.
Well, how many states is that then? What do you think?
Well, I mean, more than 25 states. About 26 states allow it. It's literally the states that that create police states. Like New York won't allow it. New York will not allow it. New York, you will go to jail.
Yeah. No, I know that. But like, let's say you do it in what? Texas?
Oh, Texas, no.
Florida?
Florida, not either. I mean,
No?
you'd be fine. You'd be fine if you could
you're saying yes.
You'd be fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like no, you won't go to jail for it. I'm saying if you have an actual reason, you can prove that reason. You can prove the reason that whatever situation happened, but it has to be an actual reason.
Yeah, you touched my daughter.
Yeah, you have to prove that.
Yeah, that's true too, because there's like a lot of allegations and shit like that.
Yeah.
You can just be this. Oh, he say, she say, but
And it will help you. It'll help you. It'll help you if he has like if he has a history. It'll help you.
Yeah. No, I maybe.
What I'm gonna do, Lord?
You got it?
Got what?
Where's it from?
Oh, my fault. My fault. I just had an outburst. What I'm gonna do, Lord? New series. What is it called?
Is it on Netflix?
No, I want to say it's on like one of the Accused. I think it's gonna be on Fox.
Oh, it's gonna be on TV. TV.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Ah, boo.
Nah, some TV. I wouldn't go that far.
I want them to. I like them when they bring it to streaming service. They could do so much more. Like
Yeah.
it could be so much better when they go to like a different, like a Netflix or HBO Max or Hulu even.
Mm-hmm. It's based on the winning anthology and is set to open in the courtroom on the accused with viewers being left. All right, so they don't know about the crime and how so we don't know the crime and we don't know how he ended up on trial.
He's just on trial from the beginning.
We just know that he's
That's
on
fire
trial.
though. That's cool.
So we're told through a series of setbacks. Yeah, that's what we know. Doesn't say where it began. I can't find it.
All right, well, if y'all want to find that out, it's called The Accused. This should be coming out on Fox.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, so it could be coming out anywhere. We have no idea.
You know what that sounds like? You ever saw that movie? I think it's called Felon.
Mm-mm.
It's based in California, and the guy went to jail for defending his daughter. So there was a criminal that a robber walked into the house and went to his daughter's room. The dude grabbed the bat, to chase the dude out. And when dude ran out the house, he already had cracked him with the bat. So it's like from behind, and he went to jail for that. He went to jail for I think like 7 years. So, man,
see, I wouldn't mind that though.
He went to jail for defending his home, but it's saying that he was no longer a threat because he was outside the house.
So he was running and you hit him in the back.
Yeah, he was no longer a threat.
I wouldn't mind that. Like if somebody comes into my place where I live with my kids is sleeping and somebody's in that shit trying to touch my daughter, I don't mind going to jail for that.
We shouldn't for that. I mean, like if you could show the proof, you shouldn't
have to.
You shouldn't be going to jail for that.
Yeah, but I don't mind.
So I mean, but yeah, I get what you don't mind, but it shouldn't be happening.
No, not at all.
I mind because no matter what, I'm never gonna get that time back that I lost with my daughter. Number one, and number two, no matter the influence I can still have from behind the wall, it'll never be what she needs, and that can have
also
detrimental effects
age
to her, and it depends a lot on the age.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's her teenage years, I can't miss that because that's going to be pivotal to the woman that she becomes. Now, if this is a woman, let's say she's 27, 28, me being away for 7 years may not have that same impact as it would if had she been younger. So I don't think it's ever really worth going to jail because, like I said, you can't protect. Like you can even look at Big Meech is a perfect example. He grew up, but technically he had a lot of communication with his dad because of, he was able to go see him and things like that. Also, he got a lot of stories through the people that his dad knew when they would tell him about his pops and stuff like that. But he did not really have as strong of a relationship with his dad until he started doing the show. And even his pop said, me and my son have never been this close until he picked up this role.
But also, one thing I do have to say, I think that has to go with the connection you have with your child. You know what I'm saying? I have a great relationship with my daughter. My daughter's 13. If I was to go away for 7 years, I still would have a great relationship with my daughter, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
You would say.
I would say. That's what I'm saying. It's just me. I would think that I would still be able to have some type of impact or whatever like that because me and her are so close now. Cole was a different story. It's 4. So like going away for 7 years while he's 4, I lose out on a lot. Like that timing is different. But it also it depends on the relationship you got with child, the age and all that shit. And me personally, I think if somebody is touching my kids or doing whatever I got to do to my kids, it's worth it for me to go to jail. And in all aspects of it.
and with you being right, it's absolutely like you should feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't mind going to jail for your children.
Mm-hmm.
You should feel that way.
But
But what we're stating is that type of stuff shouldn't be happening.
Right.
The fact that you're protecting your child and it's in your home, that's like you having a friend over, or whatever, and he does some dumb shit, whatever, and you
beat the
you
shit
take
out of him.
you take him out. You take him out legally. I'm saying, like, it's like it wasn't dishonorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm saying, like it was like no threat, whatever. You shot him or you slapped him with a bat, whatever you did in the front. You knocked him out, killed him, whatever it is. You shouldn't be going to jail for that. I'm saying you shouldn't be
agree.
going to jail.
I agree.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But you know what? We're not living in the time of shouldn't. We're living in the time of where they just do whatever the fuck they want. So
Because we allow it.
yeah.
And it's also.
Well, yes and no. But
I'm sorry.
no. He said because we allow it. Yes and no.
I mean, why is it a no? We do allow it because we don't petition. We don't protest for for these type of things. Like if something happens, we just let it go, and they keep passing laws and laws and laws to create these things and make it into a more stricter state, and we just allow these things to keep happening. That's what it is.
Okay, that's what you say.
It's like, all right, it's a fact. So like, if you go to let's say, if you go to let's say like a red city, whatever you're going to, right? You go to a red city, whatever. They don't have those police cameras and everything, and like for speed cameras,
Cars.
yeah, they don't have those. But like the cities that do allow it, the police states and police cities, they allow those type of things. So you go around and you'll see it that they'll have those police cameras because we allow it. We allow the people keep doing these things. Lawmakers keep doing these type of things, and we don't attack them for it. I'm saying,
Yep.
so it just they invade our privacy consistently.
But they did it. They did attack. They did. People tried to say something about that. I think that you're saying that because you are like a very political person. It's different than a lay person like me who doesn't really be unpolitical. Like I'm not really political, and me say, oh yeah, just because I voted for the other person that doesn't do it, that's not mean I'm allowing this person to do that shit.
Well, no, it doesn't. You're absolutely right. It doesn't mean that. But what I'm saying is that when you're focused on other things, you're not realizing what they're doing. In a sense, so a lot of things are put into place. I'm saying put into place for you to focus on one thing and not realize what's really happening right here. And then when it passes, it's already too late.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Well, I'm saying that's true. But what I'm saying is, from in your perspective, because you read upon these things and you see these things and you do that shit, you're more knowledgeable than I am. Is that 100% fact? Because I don't know. I
In a
asked you,
sense,
right? So if I don't know where to look and I don't know how to say, no, I don't like that shit, that's not me just allowing it. That's just me not knowing.
well, no, I mean, absolutely. But if somebody's telling you, like somebody that's knowledgeable about it, and is telling you about it, and and if you're able to make a group out of it to protest
you're
a
able to,
petition, yeah. But it's just like, but the majority of people get gravitate their minds to other things and not focus on what's really the.
So they
really
only giving them the shit that they see.
yeah, because that's what the news is for.
Agreed, right? But still, to my point, you can sit down here and tell me, and you could change my mind about it. I'm like, yeah, absolutely right. Damn, we should be looking at that like that. It doesn't change a billion people. You know what I'm saying? So like, anybody hears you, whatever like that, you could change their mind. You cannot. You know, you say a lot of shit on here that was really true, and a lot of people didn't want to believe you. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna change because you just saying that to.
No, I mean, because it gets drowned out as conspiracy theories. I mean, that's what it is.
Exactly.
It gets drowned out as conspiracy theories. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you could show the person saying this exact thing and just say that it was an AI that said it wasn't actually them. That's what they're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it is what it is. But
that's also with the media.
But yeah, but like I said, but as they proceed to keep making laws to to invade privacy of the people, especially in New York City, and when they keep because New York State, upstate, you don't see a lot of that shit. Upstate New York,
see a lot of what?
A lot of those police cameras.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of
There's
that.
some.
But you'll see it. But and then when you look up the city and you look up who's running the city, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because red cities don't allow that.
That goes back to what I said. You would do your due diligence and look that up. A person like me wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, there's a camera. I'm gonna slow the fuck down. Pass the camera. I'm gonna speed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. But you knowing your shit, it's easier for you to say. It's easier said than done because you know your shit. I don't. He probably does. I don't want to talk for him, but they probably do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not. It's easier said than say, oh yeah, we just allow that shit. No, I've noticed a lot of shit that you did say, and a lot of things that's coming out with the people and the people that we put in our places. Yes, I did notice that people are accepting the shit that they say and not really looking it up. Okay, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying, but it's just saying it's just hard for you to say like we allowing that shit because a lot of people don't give a fuck. They just don't.
Well,
care.
that's what, but that goes to allowing also. As you don't care, you allow.
There's a difference there, but okay, we could beg to differ on that.
You could make it like a thin line all you want, but as you choose not to care, you like that's like if you see your man's in a store and he's ready to rob the store, you have potential to stop it, right? But since you don't care, he proceeds to rob the store. So it's the same thing.
It's none of my business though.
But it's what I'm saying. It can be your business if that's your right hand.
You didn't say that.
What I'm saying, if that's your right hand, that can be your business.
But if it's just a nigga that you know and he's robbing a store, like when you on the train, right, and you see these niggas dancing and shit like that, it's none of your business. You just sit there, right?
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
You chose to just sit there.
Anything can be your business if you want it to be your business.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Anything could be your business.
Am I right?
Anything could be your business. But if you choose to stop the person from doing whatever, you made it your business, right? Now you didn't allow that person to proceed to do whatever he was doing.
Okay, we from New York. You think we just gonna sit down and just stop everybody from doing what the fuck they
Well,
trying
listen,
to do? You get what I'm saying?
It depends what type of mood you in. I'm saying like you see
that is true though.
If you see a person, harass somebody on the train, harassing an older woman, are you gonna make it your business to stop that person?
Yes.
All right, so you're not gonna allow that person to do it, right?
Agreed.
It's the same thing.
But that I would do that, right? But that doesn't mean the 50 other people on the train.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And not everybody protests.
But that's not saying that they're allowing her to do it. They just don't want to get involved.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. But that's exactly what it is.
That's not allowing. If I'm allowing you to do something, I am acknowledging the fact that you're doing something. Am I wrong? Is that not the definition of allow? I'm allowing you to do that shit. I can be
allowing.
I could not give a fuck. I'm not allowing you to do that shit.
You allowing to do you're not paying mind, but you know that what the person's doing. You know what's going on, and you're not paying mind. You're allowing that shit to happen because you can make it. You can stop. You can put a stop to it. You can put a stop to it.
What does allow mean?
This makes me think of a quote from Dr. King. I don't want to misquote him, so I'm a paraphrase. But he says something along the lines of the person who sees racism and turns the other cheek is just as racist as the racist person doing the act.
Because you allowed them.
But the word allow is to give someone permission to do something or give the necessary time or opportunity for. Allow.
No, you giving them. I just think that I don't think you're wrong at what you're saying. I just think that you're saying
you're taking it out of context.
I'm not taking it out of context. You're saying allow. You're trying to say that we allow things.
Can you reread that?
So, definition number 1, allow, to give someone permission to do something. Definition number 2, give the necessary time or opportunity for.
You give that person opportunity, but not attending to the issue. If you can stop somebody from doing something, that is allowing.
I disagree, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can. That's why we have this platform. That's why we could talk. That's why we talk on the outside of this too. We disagree on a lot of things. A lot of times we agree on a lot of things.
You know what's funny?
A lot of times.
Justin, people notice this shit too. Justin has a habit of disagreeing with me and then agreeing with me behind my back. He just doesn't have a fucking conversation because he be agreeing with me. He's like, yo, Justin just said the same thing. I'm like, what the fucker?
Nigga, why you just giving away the algorithm right now?
Is he a plant?
This nigga's a fucking plant. This nigga just fucked up the whole thing, man.
Oh, man.
This is a certified.
What do you have to say about any of that shit that we just said?
I thought it was a really good discussion. I'm not going to lie. I would say I would agree with Kev more on the end of, because I kind of agree that allowing yourself to just like, what am I trying to say? Purposely excluding yourself from a situation does not does not mean you're not accountable for whatever outcomes are going on. So, for example, if you choose not to vote, that is your choice. But by not voting, you are essentially helping whatever situation, like whatever. You're not making the case any better by not voting. You're just not helping. So therefore, for example, a lot of people felt as if I'm not going to vote in this last election because I don't like Biden, I don't like Trump, whatever. That's your prerogative. You don't have to vote. But by not voting, you're helping Biden get into office. That's how some people look at it.
Yeah, but you didn't allow it. That's the thing. He's saying allow. Hold on. Look, he said, I ain't gonna lie, I was late to school today because the nigga was on the train tracks and the 4 train was running uptown since the cops weren't doing their job. I wouldn't have allowed the guy to be on the train tracks because why the fuck you fucking up everyone's day? And Kev exposing, we only do shit for content. Shaking my head. How are we gonna trick people now?
What I do for content?
But yeah, I would say if you taking it to the word allow, am I allowing Joe Biden to be the president of the United States by not voting?
If you
I gotta really think about that.
If you're a person that doesn't like Donald Trump, for sure, if you would have voted, you would have voted for Joe Biden.
All right.
All right. So you not voting, I'm saying you still like allowed a number. I'm saying so you basically didn't add to the number. You didn't. I'm saying to the opponent or to the acting president right now. You didn't add any number to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you allowed bullshit to happen. You're part of the issue. You're part of it. Because the thing is like because you want to have a voice. Because you want to have a voice in certain activities, what they do.
Okay.
Right? But you don't participate in the activity.
But that's not me allowing you though. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm all here for what you're saying. But that's not me allowing you. If I didn't want to vote, that doesn't mean I allowed Biden to win. I didn't give a fuck. There's a difference.
Yeah, you did. You allowed. Because if you didn't like Biden, you would have voted for Trump.
If I didn't like Trump and I didn't like Biden, I allowed whatever the consequences to happen.
Yeah, but still have a voice on both.
What if I didn't want to?
So to go back to the definition, in this scenario, by not voting, it allows it gives Biden a better opportunity to win. Does it not?
Yeah, but you're saying that everybody allowed that. No, I don't think that people just allowed that. I think that some people just don't give a fuck. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not
but not
allowing
by not.
We literally just backtrace the whole conversation.
Yeah, by not giving a fuck, you're giving someone the opportunity to win.
Either way, though, it's either side. If Trump would have won, I would have now y'all would have said that. Oh, I allowed Trump to win. If I didn't vote it's because I didn't vote for Biden.
I would never say you allowed Trump to win.
But that would have been the same exact thing. But that would have been the exact same thing. If I did not vote for Biden or Trump and Trump won, you would have never said you would have said I allowed him to win. No, you would have never said that. He would have never said that.
Well, yeah, I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Now
it's gonna be because of the certain things.
But the thing is that, and realistically, if you would have voted and you voted against Trump, I'm saying if you were willing to vote against Trump but you didn't go vote, yeah, you are the fault that Trump won. You'd be the fault. You'd be part of the fault because you allowed it because you didn't go vote for the opposition.
You just said that you're not gonna say.
But I'm not gonna say it because I fuck with Trump.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna say.
See, that's where the difference is.
But that's a personal note. But realistically, you allowed it.
Okay.
It's not time for football. But we need a jingle.
Yeah, we do need a jingle. Anybody out there got a jingle for us?
Yeah, jingle. It's a transition jingle.
Okay, so look, Manuel said either way, politics is scripted. But if we're taking it as face value, if you don't vote and then the country becomes fucked up, you allow that to happen, especially if you complain about it. If you don't complain about it, then I don't see it as allowing because you don't care regardless. But if you do complain and didn't vote, you allow the circumstances. I could.
And that's what I literally just said that.
Yeah. Just vote. Shut up and just vote. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. No, yeah, no. I mean, I'm not like I said. I don't disagree with you. I really understand exactly what you're saying, but I just don't feel like that allow word is actually the main thing about that. You got to move that water.
What?
The water. Give me that. Give me all the, yeah. Put that on. Put the cups up there. It's good, yeah. Oh shit. It's good for the Central fan. Friday Night Mo showing some love for Corner Box Geek Rising. I was just talking about you, Mo. They got the fights are coming up, man. Javante and Ryan and oh man. Oh snap. Who the hell was I thinking about? I was just thinking about you guys. But yeah, man, y'all gotta come up here before the other fights, man. Whenever my music teacher wants to come on and talk to my guys. Yeah, man, he does jingles. Let's do it for Walmart and other companies. Yeah, we need that. 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 What's up with your man, Trump though? Like, is he going good in the run-ins and like
Yeah, I mean, he's doing normal campaigns. I saw like that he he's been doing his rallies still. He made a statement the other day. It was like that, like he got something for Ron DeSantis. If Ron DeSantis, like,
he said something.
Yeah, he said Ron DeSantis tries to pop in. He got something for him. I mean, but, I don't know, man. It's just like it's like everybody knows I rock with Trump. Everybody that knows me knows I rock with Trump, no matter what. But it's just like you ever see like an artist, like for instance Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan, he played for the Bulls, right? He retired. He went to baseball for a little bit. Came back as the Wizards, and he wasn't as good as he was in the Bulls.
Oh, he came back to the Bulls and then retired.
Yeah,
then went back to the Wizards. But yes.
Yeah. So, but you know what I'm talking about. So, but I just feel like that he had a good run with the 4 years, and it's just like I rock with him, and I know he to me in my opinion, he was the greatest president I've ever seen in my life, right? But it's just like I'm afraid that you might mess this up because it's just like there's so much damage that's been done into this country already within the last 2 years. There's been so much damage that to like he's gonna have to fix a lot, and he's not gonna have 4 years to do it.
Why would you say that though?
But it's a lot of damage.
Oh no, I agree with you. But why would you say that?
In 4 years, he's not gonna be able to fix everything what this guy did. He won't be able to fix that.
But yeah,
but overall, we do need somebody. We do need somebody I think having him in the White House would still be better than having this guy right now in the White House and have him for 4 years and then DeSantis decides to have DeSantis for 8 years or something.
I mean, that would be like ideal, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, just get a good run and position everybody for the next 12 years, and then after that, you'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? But
what do you feel about Biden going to the black church and just standing there?
You know what's crazy that that was a funny clip. Yeah, he looked so out of it. He was just like, "Oh, whoa, this is what they do." and mind you, he said that he grew up in a black church. He said he grew up in a black church. So by all means, like that wasn't real. The way how lost he looked.
Yeah, he was like this. I mean, man, he's old.
And he kept playing with his fingers.
Nah, he's old, man. He's old. The man who thinks he can fix shit in 4 years with a split term. He said there was so much damage done 8 years after Obama. He kind of fixed it. And we appreciate
yeah, but Obama fucked up shit in 8 years also. But not he didn't do as bad as this guy. Like this is really bad. This is severe. And I was reading something about I don't know if you know how currencies work. And,
the cryptocurrency?
No, currency.
No, you're gonna talk about the crypto?
No.
Oh.
But more or less all these other countries, like they're not really rocking with America right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if they happen to cut out America on basically on the exchanges and everything, if they wind up cutting out America, our American dollar loses complete value, and then inflation will be at an all-time high to a point that freaking a loaf of bread can cost $20, $25 because our value is so down.
So niggas better learn how to start fucking farming.
So by all means, that happens, we're pretty much screwed. And you really can't do much because you could do farming, and then the government will wind up taxing it because they want every little bit of dollar. But that's how you make countries into third world countries and get into full-fledged communism. I'm saying so.
Damn, what did I miss?
So I was just explaining to him that about the Saudis, they're willing to do trades, like use a different currency as the primary exchange.
But they talking about crypto.
I heard about that.
No, it wasn't about crypto.
So
this is about
I had it.
This conversation wasn't about crypto. This is about the currency of so America is the primary currency that you use in the world. So everything has to be traded under the American dollar.
Absolutely.
If they pick another dollar, let's say you pick the Russian ruble, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they pick the ruble as the main primary currency, Russia gains our power. And then once they gain our power, we gain Russia, we become like Russia. And then our currency becomes shit.
So yes and no. So there's a book called by Ray Dalio. Everybody should read it. It's Why Nations Succeed and Fail. And it talks about that. It talks about countries that rise and fall.
What was the book called?
Why Nations Succeed and Fail.
I remember you reading that.
Yeah, by Ray Dalio. And it's essentially talking exactly about what Kev is saying. And that's why I said yes and no, because what Kev is saying is absolutely right. And I think it's to an extent. So if we aren't the number one superpower, that does not mean that that does not mean that that it's over for us. That doesn't mean that that's it. Doesn't mean that we're a third world country, but it is going to have an impact on how the world is being ran and how the major decisions are being done around the world. So we can lose number one and be okay. We just won't be what we're used to be. And that will be uncomfortable. So
it's already uncomfortable.
Now,
it
is what it
about
is.
Eggs, like you good with that?
I've been telling people for a while, man, you gotta start getting chickens, start raising chickens yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it.
Exactly.
That one.
Yeah.
Put it closer.
Don't need a farm. Just get some little grass and shit and put that shit in the second bedroom if you have a second bedroom.
You don't want no fucking chickens in your crib.
Exactly.
Listen,
that just has like a certain a distinctive smell.
Keep them in that room.
It's made for outdoors.
Oh my god, I went to go
keep the window open.
You know what smells so bad? Cats, right? Cat smells bad. To a certain extent. To like some people, right? Because I went to drop something off to somebody one time and I smelled the cats from outside. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. Like imagine mad chickens in your crib, bro. And a rooster because and that should be mad early in the morning, cock-a-doodle-doo.
So true story. So hold on, true story. When I was a kid, I found 3 little chicks inside the elevator, right? And I named all my dad found a cage like outside and shit, brought the cage and had the chickens in the cage and shit. 2 of them died. So like I used to see like how I had parakeets and cockatiels as a kid also. I had mad birds growing up. So the parakeets and cockatiels, when they would die, we'll flush them down the toilet, right?
The birds in the toilet?
Yeah, we flush them down the toilet.
Nah, them project toilets is working.
Them project
right.
toilets. So check this out. Hold on. So the chicken's a little fatter. I'm saying the little chick's a little fatter. So I mean, when he died, I grabbed him, threw him in the toilet. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Motherfucker got stuck. So I had to get like a stick and push him in. So he was dead.
Yeah.
So anyway. So
like, what am I listening?
Nah, this is years ago. I was like 7 years old, maybe 8. Anyway, so I had one chick, right? One chick left. He was cool too. I used to feed him fried chicken and shit. I used to feed him all types of stuff, right?
The chicken?
Yeah, I used to feed him fried chicken. Oh, he didn't last too long. So what happened is that we thought it was a little hen or a little chicken. Come to find out it was a rooster. So 5 o'clock in the morning, he would try to do cock-a-doodle-doo, right? So I remember I had passed out. I was like 7, 8 years old. I remember I passed out in my dad's room, right? And my dad was sleeping on the bed, and I heard him saying, "Yeah, I got to get rid of this motherfucker," right? So one day I go to school, right? It's like it didn't happen that day. Well, I go to school and I'm mad excited. I got some dry rice and shit, right? I'm like, I'm about to feed this motherfucker some rice and shit. Like I was mad hype. Come home, I look at the cage. I'm like, well, his name was Pepe, right? So I'm like, where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? And my father goes to the garbage can, throws his head at me.
What?
He threw his head.
Yeah, your father was mad Puerto Rican one.
So he threw his he threw his head at me. I'm like, yo, but this didn't. So
Surprise, motherfucker.
so check this out. My mom is eating the soup. Say, Kev, you want soup?
Nah.
I'm like, no. I'm like, that's Pepe. I don't want Pepe. I don't want Pepe's soup. Right?
Oh shit.
So she said, like, not gonna lie, this is the best soup I've ever had in my fucking life.
Yeah, you wanna know why?
So I didn't want, because he was homebred.
Because you was feeding him fried chicken.
Yeah.
That nigga tasted like chicken. He tasted like double chicken.
Double chicken.
Oh wow.
So, wait, he was like,
an
he
inside
was
joke.
he was at least this big when they ate him. It was like this big. Anyway,
They put
so
Pepe on the cutting board.
so check this out. I decided to say, like,
Speaking of
I
real
said
names.
to my mom, I'm not gonna eat soup. We had nothing to eat that day. So to my mom, I'm not gonna eat soup. No, and I cried. I remember crying about that shit. Right? I said, I'm not gonna eat soup. You know what my father does? He goes to the Chinese first and gives me chicken wings and fried rice. I thinking that's gonna change my mind. I ate the chicken with the fried rice though because it wasn't Pepe.
Right.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was
Shout out to
probably
Pepe,
it
man.
was probably a gato, but not Pepe.
Yeah. So that was a crazy story on my end, and it was traumatic experience.
Did they?
All right.
Yeah.
So you want more
Pepe.
chickens?
Pepe,
You
huh?
want more chickens in your lifetime?
Yeah, and then I bought a few chicks after that, like maybe a couple years after. Yeah, for matter of fact, I feel like maybe I was like 12 or 13, and I got pet chicks. I bought pet chicks from the live poultry. They were $1.50 each, the little chicks, right? So I had bought 4 of them, different colors, one black, one white, one brown, and
Oh, you try to be inclusive.
yeah.
Maybe I'm not informed, but you can do that. Like you can like buy a chick and like raise it up to be like
Yeah,
like
you
a-
can buy the chicken.
Like
Yeah,
a
if you don't,
It can never be a rooster, but it could be like a
Roosters are
chicken.
very aggressive. You don't want to get a rooster.
No, I would never want. Unless
No.
like I was like out the like state.
No, I mean
and, like,
I'm just saying
somewhere that,
roosters.
like you have like it's automatic that you have like a farm.
You got to learn how to how to run up on them, how to grab them and everything. Because roosters, like they're willing to fight anything.
Yeah, I've
Anything.
seen the little videos. Like I don't know, like on your
You ever seen
Explore
them?
page, have you ever seen like like when like you just like go through like a twilight zone and
Listen.
just keep seeing videos that pop up with like animals, all different types
like
of
cockfights.
Yeah.
Yo.
Or like
Roosters?
alligators. Or,
Roosters are
Why you
huge.
laughing? That's what they
Lions.
call.
I know,
Roosters-
but you didn't have to
No,
call
roosters,
it that.
Roosters are huge. Yeah, when I was in Puerto Rico, not the one in September. When I was in Puerto Rico in April, right? I saw this rooster. Literally, his head was up to my hip, like up to my thigh. My bad, up to my thigh.
Because they overfeed them.
God, they're
That's the problem.
huge. Yeah, bro, and they walk the streets like it's nothing. They see the car, they look at that shit like, what the fuck is
Do
that?
you think chickens upset that we eat their kids?
Of course, chickens ain't stupid.
Like how the fuck like they just lay eggs and like we just take them shits?
The rooster tries to pop on you.
Oh what?
Yeah,
Shout out to the roosters, yo. All of that down. for the
rooster tries
community.
to pop.
They trying their best.
James,
Nah. Appreciate you.
just remember when I seen you during the
I don't know what you're about to say right now.
During Ramadan.
Yeah, and then you made me drink.
I did not make you.
Yes, you did it. You waited.
First
Was
of
you at
all,
the bar?
No.
Wait, which time was
No,
this
no,
one?
no. When you were in HK, you were fasting.
Oh yes.
But I think I've seen you like on another occasion too. Like you were like just smoking hookah. You weren't drinking.
Until 7, until the Sunday.
No, but I seen you like after 7. Like
and I wasn't drinking.
yeah, sometimes you like you go through your like little phases where you like, nah, I ain't drinking today. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
He does.
I haven't been like that lately, but cheers. Nice to have you on, man.
Hey.
It's been a long time coming.
Right.
Been
Made
waiting.
it happen. Despite the rain,
Right.
cold,
I'm still here.
still pulled
Is it
up.
rain out there?
Yes, it is. It's like
I honestly-
it's raining.
Honestly, didn't think he was coming
Really? Why
because
is
because
that?
when we got here, it was pouring. And we like,
Yeah.
yo, it's a dub. It's just gonna be us today. It was like, she's not coming.
I mean, better late, bad weather. I'm still here. I kept my word, even though like it's like highly anticipated for me on my end. I had a conversation with James before I came here. Like I wanted to like do something like this, like just like I have a lot to say. Social media sometimes could like portray you in one type of way because I'm not really a person that like records me and like my day to day life and my personality or like my thoughts on different like topics and stuff. I like this dope, and I know y'all personally. Why not? I've done it before, like probably like years ago. There was, I think, 2018. There was like a stripper strike in New York.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Hold on, they had a strike?
You don't remember the stripper strike?
Nah, I didn't hear about this.
It was the strippers versus the bartenders that one time too. Remember this?
It was popping on each other.
Yeah.
I didn't allow myself to follow up on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
What you said?
I didn't catch that.
That DJ Self is on 105.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
we
yeah.
went on 105.1, like literally, like it like was like real. But
I gotta ask some questions about that.
Yeah.
That's where we starting? Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
No, that was just like something that I did like in the past, like
Yeah,
the
but
only time, like this is like about my second time that I've come like, with a mic, a setup, like you guys are already established,
Appreciate that.
Do you want to give her an introduction?
Sure.
Do it.
Let's do it.
He deserves it.
This is going to be a really, really great conversation.
I'm getting nervous.
Nah, don't be nervous. But like she said, she has a lot to get off her chest. She's someone with a lot of experience and a lot of different perspectives and really, really intelligent. Someone who was going to come on the podcast and give you a lot of great gems. Someone who you could ask questions, very straightforward, sharp shooter, does not hold her tongue at all, will tell you the truth in a heartbeat about yourself, about society, about the real. And so this is someone I have the utmost respect for. Someone who made it all the way over here in the rain and the bitter cold just to be a woman of her word. And like I said, this is going to be a podcast that you do not want to miss. So please, please, please put your hands together for Destiny.
I just want to add the fact that I did come all the way over here. I am born and raised
Yes.
in
Yes.
Rosneck.
Yes.
I went to elementary school across the street, and I went to 101. I think it is. I forgot because it's so long, but it's MS 101.
Yeah.
So yeah, born and raised. I'm from Dewey.
Unfortunately.
This is something that I would like love to have a conversation with because at the end of the day, like for me, it's not unfortunate. For me, I'm proud of where I'm from. It made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? It taught me so many survival skills, like that I use to this day. You understand? Like it's not just because I'm from the projects. Like like I'm forever gonna be here because I'm not here anymore. But I always come back because like I see so much more. Like I've seen people that I grew up with come and go and become successful and are doing different things with their lives and are good dope people. Some not all, some majority. There's a little few that are like a bad bunch, and you could probably call me the bad bunch out of it, but I'm not like I don't know how to say it. I'm not ashamed of being from here. I love them. I would never live here again, but like I love.
Never say never. Never say never.
No, like I'm talking like the projects.
Yeah, never say never.
I don't think I would. Not
anything
never.
can happen.
Not
yeah.
never say never, but like I wouldn't.
Anything can happen. I'm just saying anything.
This is not a part of the plan.
Not a part of.
It's not part of the plan.
Exactly.
Is that I would not make it my choice to do that, but things happen.
But you also have to keep in mind though that I was
Move the mic close.
I was born and raised in Throsneck. However, by like 13, I had moved. So I haven't going on probably like 12 years plus not living in the project. Not never say never, because I once did. Like at the end of the day, like that's who I am. Like I'm from the projects. Like
I never said you wasn't.
No, I'm saying no. I'm not saying that you are.
Yeah.
I'm saying though, like just because you're saying like, oh, never say never, but it's like something that hasn't happened for X amount of time. So it's like I don't really, like you said, it's not a part of the plan. I don't see that me like rerouting and coming like to square one. Like I come back, I'm here, but I'm probably not as active as James is or Justin and know everything that's going on because I'm not here. You get it?
Yeah.
Like,
Man, we was outside this summer. Like,
but no, I want to say this though. This is probably my only summer that I've been like here as much as I had. Like I threw 2 cookouts. Like I was a part of the cookout for I think the 42 versus Azul cookout. I was here, and then I had probably like a week and a half before that. I did something under my building, like with all like the bros and stuff. TQ, Early, Smiley, like all of us, like But you're right. I definitely was outside this summer. I really was.
I think the last time I saw you was when we was on the strip. It was just I took my daughter's chair outside. I was sitting in a little chair. You made me get up. No, I was on a crate. You made me get off the crate.
That definitely wasn't the last time I seen you.
That was, I think. I haven't.
No, that had to be like in June because I seen you in August.
Nope. You're asking me. This is. No.
Yeah,
but it's always a it's always a good time when I see you, man. We always just chilling and shit like that.
Right.
How old are you? That's probably why. That's probably why. You moved out at 13?
I was always here though.
But did you move out at 13?
Yeah, but I was always here on the weekends. So it was like I didn't live here Monday through Friday because of school, but I'd be here. Like you couldn't get me out of Throsneck when I was a teenager. Justin, am I lying? Like I wasn't like at one point I wasn't allowed here because I had so much shit going on. Like as an early teen, like here that like it wasn't that it wasn't safe. It's just that my mother didn't want me. Yeah. So she did everything in my power. Like I feel like we had the conversation about me coming here today months ago when I seen him on the app. Like it was so many things that was put in place for me not to come here. You understand what I'm saying? Like this was like the last thing, like the last place that my mom wanted me to be, to hang out, to go to the store, just be here. Like if I was there, like I had to be in the house. Like it's just like you do a lot and you're in too much. Like I can't keep control of you. I can't. They calling my phone. You on Samsung. Like it's just like.
I moved out of Throsneck when you were like 10. So I'm just saying that that's
no, because he today I asked, I was like who all gonna be there? Like and he was like, oh, Justin. Like obviously.
You don't watch the pod, right?
I do. It's that.
So how the fuck you never seen me before?
No, listen. I'm not saying I haven't seen you before on the podcast. Yeah. It's just that like I don't know you. Like I was never like introduced to who you are. So it's like I may know you.
I'm
like.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Not by name, because I'm really not good with names. I'm more of like a show and tell type of girl. Like I need to see you, like, and be like, oh, what's his name? I know him, but I don't know your name. Like I can't put a name to your face.
That's cool.
But yeah, but who you like? Where you from? You from Duke? Like, what's up? Like I need to know. I'm
from the middle block. That's just from my building.
No, you're from my.
I'm older than you.
It's still my building.
That's my
building. Do you mind if I ask how old?
35.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you probably did you go to?
Went to all the schools around here.
You went to
BS72.
Did you go to Lee?
Went to 192 and Lee.
Okay, my aunt went to all those schools. Or my aunt's what?
probably know your aunt.
Yeah.
I feel old for that one.
So
I probably
from
know your.
I probably know your aunt.
No, my aunt's from Trosnek, but she like never was like in like the mix in Trosnek. That was more like
If she went to the school, she probably know her.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, people
a
know
picture
who
of her?
she is.
Can we do this after?
Maybe after.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you guys do this a little bit too long. Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
All right, but you guys said to get off your chest. What we want to start with?
Oh, get off my chest. Honestly, I didn't really come here with a topic to talk about.
Oh, okay. So you just let us go.
I mean, it's kind of like, I guess, what do you guys want to know? Like, do you feel like there's anything like that you don't know about me, get to know me type of thing? I'm open.
All right. So let's start with just the Throg's Neck experience. And being that you left, well, no, let me rephrase this question. When you were growing up in Throg's Neck, was the goal to make it out? Being that you were so comfortable here, were you like, I got to make it out the projects? Was that your mentality when you were young?
Yes and no, because I feel like oftentimes people become like products of their environment and what they're used to, what they've always seen. So yes, I knew I wanted like more than you know the the area that was surrounding me and I was like not involved with, but like a part of like the community and all that. But yeah, for sure. For sure.
What was your dream?
My dream, I've always been like a very family orientated person. I get nervous, so like.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
So I just want to point that out there for anybody like, oh, she was fucking up. But yeah, always just like for my family and for myself. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen that post where like he feels when he's like, I'm like a late bloomer to putting myself first. I've always been from young, like a very young age. I've always put my family and other people's feelings and them before me. Like now, I going on 26. Like I'm like, enough is enough because I'm not getting any younger. I'm just getting older. And the experiences and the lessons that I already know, like I need to like apply them, like and really get in tune and really like do what I was put on earth to fucking do. Like,
it's kind of hard to do that when that's naturally your character. You know, if you're constantly putting people first all the time, it's kind of you feel like you're doing something wrong when you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to do that.
That is a true thing because like that's how I feel. Like even at this moment right now, I put a lot of people first before me, and not at points in time where I'm fucked up and whatever like that, and I don't get that reciprocation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with it too.
Because you're always used to being the strong one.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, who checks on the strong one? Because everybody's always expecting you to be okay. And sometimes you find yourself.
Believe it or not, the ones that actually give the most and
need the most in return.
They need the most in return. I guess it's the psychiatrists they already talked about this. That this is with the people that give the most and give you the all are literally the most depressed ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's because like some people want to see happiness in the next person because they're not receiving that happiness. And if this can make you happy, then why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not make it happen? And it actually makes you feel better. But now you're in a deeper hole.
I disagree with that though. I feel as if you are
sometimes you don't know that you're depressed.
No, that I'm not refuting that. That I 1,000% agree with. But just the idea that someone has to check on the strong one, I disagree with that. I feel like if that is your role and you know that's your role, it's your responsibility to take care of yourself as best as you can. So whether that be meditating, whether that be going to the gym, whether that be talking to somebody, because you know nobody's gonna check up on you. So you might as well get that shit out of your head right now.
So what you're saying, James, is that you're just supposed to like chuck it up to the game and like always be there for yourself in order for you to be there for people, because you do know that people have like high functional like structures where they can not be okay, like you said. Like sometimes you don't even know that you're depressed, and it's like you always are expected to show up and show out. You know that like you look like you have a moment for yourself, like for clarity and like reflection, and it's like, yo, like it's like, whoa, what the hell? Like I didn't even know it was this bad. Like it's people go through that and you never know. That's why it's like sometimes ask that person how they doing. Ask them how's their mental, like what's going on with you, because that could mean the world. Just having an ear to for somebody to listen to you, that could do all the justice that it needs. Like that's all you need. Like people don't even be wanting advice; they just want somebody to listen. Gangsta.
No, that is
because they know, like you said, you already the strong one, so you know ain't nobody gonna give you no advice that you really need.
She's absolutely right, because if you're having this conversation and as you start venting, believe it or not, you start venting and you start to acknowledge what is your actual problem and what is really bothering you the most.
100%.
So you start speaking out. They say that, if you don't have nobody to speak to, that actually do speak to yourself in the mirror. Right? That's what they tell you to do sometimes, right? Because I get what you're saying, the perspective of that. But they say that just to communicate, because you eventually get it out and see what is the problem, and then you can start feeling better because now you can actually start focusing on how to manage something. So sometimes you need to get something out, depending what the situation is. Some people could be depressed and these things that they cannot be fixed about. Certain, like I'm saying, so it's
I agree with you guys, but I also agree with him, and I'm just gonna put it in this perspective today. Just today. What happened today? I was home. I wasn't gonna come. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they didn't knock on my door to make sure I was okay today, I would have never came, but I would have never put it past them to not do that. Like, it's okay if they didn't do that. So, like, he's saying, yeah, we got to check it up. Like, you got to do that shit. Like, tomorrow I was going to be okay.
Did I say that?
But tomorrow I would have been, whatever. It is what it is. I'm here. I'm back. Today I was a little, whatever I was going through, whatever. They came. It's a little bit of what you're saying, and it's a little bit of what you're saying, because I was like, all right, cool. It is what it is. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to leave it alone. Nobody needs to check on me. I don't think of anybody differently because I'm the strong friend. Because I do that shit. But the reason I came to the door, I smiled. And I was like, all right, I'm coming. Did I not?
Yeah.
And because I didn't trust you. But
that's a different conversation.
but it made me come and it lifted up my spirit. So it's like a little bit of both. And I think just the experience we had today, I think both of y'all can see that. Like does that go with what you're saying too?
Yes. My ultimate point is that when you are that person, when you are the go-to person for whatever circle that you're a part of, nobody's going to check up on you. Nobody's going to care about your emotions. And that's the role that when you accept that role, that's what comes with it. So it's like when you play basketball, you're not going to make every shot. When you're the best player on the team, you're going to be the best player on the team. Not everybody's going to understand your work ethic. They're not going to understand why you do the things you do. And the moment, in my opinion, once you put an expectation on somebody, you set yourself up to be disappointment. And
no, you're
that's
absolutely right.
That's the part
right.
that's why I feel as that person,
but
I'm not gonna rely on anybody to check up on me.
Initially, you don't really have to check on them to check on their mental health. But sometimes it's like, communication can distract the person from that mentality, and that becomes a whole different situation. Like you don't have to talk about it. Sometimes some people don't want to talk about the situation was going on because people won't understand.
Well, that's why I didn't answer you.
And that's
you know what I'm saying? I didn't answer. My phone was charging. And it's because I just didn't want to talk to nobody at that point in time.
Yes,
if I would, and tomorrow I'd be like, yo, bro, I didn't want to talk. But like,
like something came up.
No, I would have told him that I just didn't really feel like talking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and listen, you're entitled to that.
Exactly.
Well, you're entitled to that, but this is all.
But if they would have never came, I would have been home.
You gotta be persistent.
But that's that. But then again, that goes to show you like who the people you have around you are. Like they understand certain things. It doesn't have to do the shit every time. It doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to do nothing. Little things like this show you who people's true values are, or whatever like that. But it's hard to say that shit because you were absolutely right. You don't even know when you're depressed. You don't know none of that shit. Yeah, absolutely right. Where it's like, yo, check up on your strong friend. But like, as a strong friend, I'm just like, let's just all be honest right now. If somebody check on you, what you gonna say? I'm good. You ain't gonna be honest.
Right.
If he would have called me, I would have said, yo, bro, I'm good. I'm gonna just chill right here. If they would never came, it would have been different. It's a difference in with all of that shit. It's like, but it also it's difference between person to person to person.
It's also
person.
like cause and effect. Like I feel like how you're explaining it, James, is like kind of like it's like it's hard reality.
Yeah.
And it's like in order for you, like if you're gonna take on that role, you gotta take on that role.
Mhm.
Like it's no turning back. If you're gonna be the vulnerable and the naive, we all have different type of groups of friends and different characteristics and different personalities and stuff. But if you're gonna be that person, be that person. But also everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has their time where they get down on themselves. Like we're human. People are human. Like within the last 3 years, like we've been through a lot as a people, like as in like a just as the world, like as people. Like it's okay not to be okay. And that's what people don't be understanding. Like you said, like I didn't want to answer my phone. One, my phone was charging, but also I didn't really feel like texting. You said, yo, you gotta be persistent. Yeah, sometimes you do have to show up for people in order for people to know and give reminders to them, like, yo, like I don't know what you're going through. You may not want to explain it. You probably can't even put it into words and express what's going on in your mind and in your heart. But I'm here for you though. I'm here. Don't ever get it confused. I'm here for you though. That's all. That's all. Sometimes what people need. Like
But also, as the strong friend, does it really matter when somebody hits you up?
it does to me.
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna
I'm talking
lie.
about like on the surface level. Like, does it matter? Like,
No, it
sometimes
doesn't.
like sometimes if somebody hits you up, you say, "Oh man, I like that. That's cool." But tomorrow, you're gonna be all right. That's what he's saying. Like, if you take that role, then
Take that role.
take that role. But it's always good to have the other side also. It's like a give and take with this situation. Like it's tough. And it's tougher for people in their own circumstances. It's not one thing to do. And we're not saying go check on everybody all the time. Nah, y'all do what y'all gotta do with your own friendships. You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
you. That not to cut
Like,
you off. You just have to be very mindful and
of
intentional
exactly.
about the relationships and friendships that you are gathering along the way.
Mhm.
Like you have to let people know who you are. That's why it's so important for you to deal with people that are meant to be in your life. Because a lot of people right now have a lot of dead weight and a lot of fucking square. Excuse me. I don't know if I.
Now you
curse,
good.
But a few like squares in that they need to get up out their circle. Like that they're not for them. Like me and you, we not for each other. Like we just not gonna it's not gonna work out. Like, you have to get people in your life that understand who you are and accept you. Because
I'm
there be
glad
a
you
lot
said
of
that.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like
No, I'm
it's
glad
like
you said
so
that because
many
I forgot to do something this year. I forgot to go through my
You could
phone and clean out people I don't fuck with. Like,
But I
Yeah.
feel like
I
that's
forgot to do that
bogus,
shit.
though. I
Yeah,
feel
Wait,
like that
did
type of
you
shit is
forget to do that
bogus,
shit
no
too?
I just
cap? Like
deleted my Instagram.
Oh, I forgot. No, I'm talking about like like phone numbers, all that shit. I forgot to do that because somebody, Fight Night X, he was coming. He was like, "That's my new shit, like to clean up. If I don't talk to you, then I don't have to be. I don't want that negative energy." I forgot to do that, and I'm glad you said that because that's what I'm gonna do tonight when I get home. I'm cleaning out my phone.
respectful.
Yeah. I'm
And if
cleaning.
that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Can't nobody change your mind about that. I'm changing my phone. And then only 3 people, maybe 2 getting it. Like
It is what it
the
is.
people that need to have it. Anybody
Has it.
else, if you don't have my number, if you can't reach me, baby, that's the message right there.
Y'all know
It's
where y'all.
loud and clear.
Y'all
Like
know where y'all can see me on Mondays and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Right in the
Right.
chat. Follow the YouTube. You know what I mean? Hit us up if y'all
Right.
really want to talk to me like that. If I don't got your number. Anyway, all right. Cool. We went down a little nice little rabbit hole. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a necessary conversation to have that we don't really have too much of when you
Mhm.
are that go-to person, like you said. Who do you go to? And
It's just making my fucking back sweat, man.
Take the jacket off. Have a whole pea coat on in the
But
fucking.
but this thing is the heat's right on me.
you want to stand over there,
It's a
son?
little toasty.
Feel-
It's a little toasty. It's like
Turn it down.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, turn it off. Turn it down.
All right, when y'all get cold.
right, it's definitely gonna get colder.
Yo, that's on
No,
y'all.
for sure.
Not gonna lie to y'all, I had to do that anyway because that shit's on empty.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so I had to get up and fucking fix it anyway.
We got more cursing?
Yeah, we got a little. Oh, you was saying?
What I was saying, yes, we do have to, be mindful. And as the person who's taking on that role, I just ultimately feel that the answer is always within. Anytime you're feeling depressed, anytime you're feeling sad, anytime you feel like people aren't checking on you, anytime you're feeling down because you didn't help 20 people get through their day and nobody gave a fuck about yours, the answer is always within. To me, the answer is always within. So whenever you feeling down, whenever you feeling negative,
You're very
look
level-headed.
within. That's just how I look at
You're
it.
very
Yeah,
level-headed.
yes.
You're very
And
level-headed.
I would love to know, like, on like, maybe the same scenery. Like, I would love to know, like, because it really takes growth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't just wake up one day. That's what I tell people all the time, like about like who I was before and who I am now and who I'm gonna be. It didn't happen overnight. Like for you to be this level headed and open minded and like just like where like you've accepted so many things that you're not even mad because you don't even have no expectations from nobody. But like that's dope because a lot of people are not there yet.
But I also think that the difference between mad and not giving a fuck are two different things. Like I'm not mad at somebody if you don't check up on me.
No, that's not what I was saying. I just was saying like he just said like yo like you're like very like
Oh,
level-headed. Is
I
that what you
don't count
said?
him because he's like
You understand him.
he's
Y'all have a
very
friendship though.
level-headed. Like it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And it probably has something to do with the way that you were raised, like and how your life. I know everybody's been through something. Everybody always think that they got it worse than the next person. You don't know what anybody's going through. You don't know anybody's story until you actually take the time to really like get to know them and know who they are and know their story. Everybody has one.
I want a homeless person to come up here. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because you'll probably
Hear some
learn something. You'll
shit.
probably hear some shit and learn some shit about somebody that is still figuring it out and are going through tough times. Like you just never know. Like
It's interesting that you say that because I remember this is going off on the whole tangent, but I was teaching a lesson and when I was teaching 8th grade in Brownsville about homelessness, and I showed them a video where
shout out BK.
shout out to BK. No, hell no shout out to BK. I don't like BK. Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't like Brooklyn in here? I get love out in Brooklyn, y'all.
Really?
I ain't gonna lie, I do.
I'm not a Brooklyn fan.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you've been outside for as long as I have, like, it's like I know I'm still young, but it's like no, it's funny. It's funny because like I feel like people like in Throsneck, like y'all not really like. But honestly, I knew Justin from probably like 15, 16, right, Justin? When you used to have your parties in your house and stuff.
Allegedly.
The throwback.
The mansion. You came to the mansion. You came to the. Oh,
Bye.
Shit.
Bye. No, like it was like group parties. Everybody calm down, strictly platonic, just like like throwback parties that you used to have back in the days, beer pong, that era. Like it was just that. Like it wasn't like no on the walls. No, it was none of that.
Kickbacks. It was kickbacks.
But like definitely like outside. Because he's like looking at me and it's like, boy, do you if you already know. Like, because you don't know me, so it's like you just gotta know. Like, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
No. Yeah, you good.
You operating equipment chemicals.
That's gonna keep us warm.
Fucking Breaking Bad.
Turn that shit off. I got.
Really?
Yeah, that was not the decision I would have made. I was saying no, we didn't turn it off. You can turn it down though.
Why don't you put the shit on your back?
It is on my back.
No, it's on me.
We arguing on live and shit.
Yeah, y'all sound real uncomfortable over there.
What are they saying? What are the comments? Like I didn't even get like my my angle. Like not
I forgot what I was saying something before that thing just went off. What the fuck was I saying?
That's small.
All right, let me go. On my notes. All right, let's go because we're doing an interview, but we're really just having a conversation at this point. So, if a man owns a nail salon, is it fair to assume that he's gay?
No, absolutely not. Especially even if he does nails as well. I think men can do.
Nah, I know a couple of men that know how to do nails. I know a couple of men that know how to do nails.
Have you got your nails done by a man?
Nah. I would have though, cause cause you know the shit on the square right where Shanghai is at, the one that was on the corner. There was a dude in there with dumb nice. He used to do. When I was with my baby mom, my first baby mom. He used to do her nails. Yeah.
Is he?
He used to do her nails. And it was like a couple of them in there. They used to send me to go get stuff like that. He's like, let me do your nails. And at that time, I wasn't gonna really let him do that. And then I grew up, and then I got my nails done. First of all, before we go to Colombia, my shit's getting done.
Male nail techs are official.
nice, though.
Don't get it twisted, but real throwback by Shanghai. You see, you trying to shit on me like I'm young and shit. There used to be a nail salon right there. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember
I used
right
to
there
go in there
by the White Castle?
That's what. Yeah.
Throwback though.
That's
like,
where
I'm
my
talking
baby- that's where my
throwback.
baby-
Like,
All right, so let's prove this Throsik card right now. What
you gotta be kidding me.
what was Shanghai before Shanghai?
Oh shit.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I mean, you ain't go to Lehman though.
I didn't go to Lehman neither. My mom, that was my zone high school because obviously, like where I'm from here, but I never went there. I never even went to high school in the Bronx. Well, I
Really?
did, but it was like uptown because I went.
So I mean, it was a diner. It was a diner.
I know.
Right, and
Diner?
the diner caught on fire and burned everything down from there.
I remember that.
Yep,
That's when the nail salon
Yeah.
went down. Everything went down. Yeah, that is true. I remember that.
That's
I remember
probably
that.
like way in my memory box because I do not remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember the nail salon though. Like I'm talking
Nail
like
salon was nice.
like before.
But when that shit burned
Matter of
down,
fact, fuck
when
them
that
in the
shit
nail
burned
salon
down-
because they used to make me go get them Wendy's and shit.
Oh,
Nah.
nah.
it's a-
That's
Do you
different.
guys remember the
Yo, to the
old Wendy's
store?
where Wendy's was
Yeah.
like before?
Doja?
They used to be like, cause I used to go in there with her all the time. So they used to be like, yo, you want to do me a favor? I'm like, what? Can you go get us some food? And I used to go get the food because I didn't want to sit in the fucking nail salon. So I went to go get food for them. I was chilling with them. I used to love that
mad
vibe.
nice.
Deep.
I was-
Walk deep
That's
to
what that
Wendy's.
first baby mom would do to you. It's not funny. All right. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they made you walk.
Huh?
They made you walk.
Yeah, that's different.
Ah, that's right there, 2 blocks.
That's right there.
It's not right
It's-
there, right there.
Bro, at fucking
Yes,
It's
it is.
1920, that
it's
shit's
It's
right
like 2
there.
lights
It's across from
before you
Beckett's
get to
and
the
stuff.
third light.
It's
like-
across from
I'm not right. I'm not walking that shit now. Like, you asked me to do that shit now.
You
I'm not walking.
driving
My knees
No,
hurt.
Justin's gonna look at you like
Yeah, I'm not going.
you dragging it. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
doing
a
that.
dub. Like, I'm walking. Psych. Yeah, I'll drive the shit. I'm not walking that shit.
Right.
So we all agree that
Yeah, he's not gay. Look, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Who, me?
If you had if you had to watch a porno, right?
Oh God.
But it's your man's and his girl, would you watch it?
why would I watch it?
I'm asking. Would you watch
How
it?
did
No.
you
But
receive
men
the
be
video?
on that though.
How
Men
did you
be on
receive the
that.
video?
It's on Pornhub. I don't know. Are you watching it?
Are you watching it?
Are you watching me kill some shit?
Hell no.
First, first and foremost,
What?
if I scroll to the video and your face is on it, I'm not watching it.
What if it's
That's
my
mad
what if
pause,
it's
like,
not my
what's that
face? What
about?
if it's like everything else? You
If
watching
she-
that shit?
If you got a fatty, I'm watching.
If you
If
got
my-
what?
If she got a fatty, I'm watching.
If it's my
Nah.
girl?
That's
You want my bitch?
crazy.
You
That is
I
crazy.
said your man and his. I said your
James,
his
you want my
girl.
bitch?
you put it on the internet.
That is
You put it on the internet.
oh, that don't mean you got
Not that you put it on the internet.
I gotta
what if
support
it's,
my friends.
What if it's circulating?
I gotta support my friends.
Wait, what's going on? What you paying for OnlyFans?
Nah, it's not paying for it. He got it on YouPorn.
You porn? What's
Yeah.
that?
On her.
Pornhub. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Same shit.
Stop acting like you won't be watching that every other night. Don't do
porn-
that.
you porn is a real site,
I
though.
never said I don't watch.
Nah, I'm playing. Oh,
So you
let's
watch it?
talk about this. Oh,
I gotta support you, my nigga.
Are you watching?
appreciate you. Oh,
My bad. My bad.
I'm not watching you. I'm not watching.
That's fine.
Are you watching your friends?
have I seen videos? Yeah. Am I watching my friends though? Like in
If
real
they,
time?
can get,
No.
if they can get paid for streams,
No, in real time, no.
so you want to support
No.
your friends?
Oh, definitely. I would support my
That's what I'm
friends.
saying. But like, if
But why
each,
the f- why-
if
it's-
each stream is 25 cents,
I have such a potty mouth. Why in the world would I want to see my friends get
just let it
dogged
play.
out by a dude?
Just let it play in
Like
the background. Just let it play in the background.
What? Like, let's talk about it.
Let it
Like,
play in the back. You're not gonna glimpse?
like Sweetie said, I probably
you
tell
gotta,
them
you gotta support
I'm
your
asking
friends.
you, nigga. You're not gonna glimpse at my moves?
that's poor.
Exactly.
I'm not really focused
What
on
are we
the
talking
dude.
about?
I'm not focused on the dude.
Yo, you crazy.
You
I'm not
fo-
watching.
you focus on the fatty.
Focus on the fatty.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so we go. So all right. So
That
I
is
have a question
crazy.
now. How do you feel? Y'all all three men, and I'm the only female that's with y'all right now.
Mhm.
Having this conversation. How do you guys feel about porn? Because I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
Wait, what is it? What do you mean by that question? Like, do we
Like-
like it? Do we
like,
not like it? Like,
Do
what-
you guys like it?
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with the fact that you can be in a relationship and y'all still watching porn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
But like, why though? Like, if you have a girl, like,
I can
like-
tell you my reasons.
what is that about?
I'll tell you my reasons. I have kids. Sometimes I can't do the freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not asleep.
But that's doing freaky shit.
Nah, that's me going to relieve myself. And then
Relieve yourself?
when the kids are not sleepy, I gotta take care of myself too. Like, I'm good with that. You can watch it too. Do your thing. When we're good.
When you walk with your man and you see a girl that's beautiful, you don't say, "Yo, look at her, she's gorgeous."
Absolutely.
All right then. So what the fuck is the difference watching porn?
I'm not one of
Wow.
those females that have
That's
a
That was it.
that's
That was a
weird.
stretch, my nigga. Like, that was a
Yeah,
stretch.
no, but also okay. Now this is my answer. I'm not a female, and I feel like I give off this energy, like I have like this like aura about me. I don't have no complex with females. I acknowledge when a female is beautiful. I acknowledge the fact when I know that a female is intelligent or physically attractive to the blind eye. Like, I know all that. So I don't have no issue with me, like, she got the shit's fat.
Mhm.
Or anything, like, oh, she's pretty, like, I like her, like, I like her personality, I'm feeling her style, like, anything. But
do you have a problem with your man watching porn?
yeah,
Why though?
I do.
And this is what we're gonna break down today.
Okay, so
All right.
let's talk about the fact that one of the number one reasons why people are getting divorces is because of porn.
Insecurity.
No,
It's
not
insecurity.
How is that insecurity?
Well, first and
when
foremost,
you know
if-
your man
if-
is just
listen,
watching porn and he's not cheating on you.
Us men,
Mm.
hold on.
Yeah.
Us men would love to have sex every day, right?
And I'm that girl that's gonna
Yeah.
have sex every day.
Yeah. If you can,
So-
I'm not saying you can have it 5-6 times in a day,
Oh,
like
I
you
was
do,
just saying,
but
I'm
you
getting
don't
old.
mind having it every day. So if you can have sex every day, but you're not willing to give me sex every day, then what am I supposed to beat off the porn?
Porn saves a lot of relationships.
I think they ruin a lot of.
Hell no.
It's,
You know what I
it's,
mean?
it's
Go-
like
but that's a
literally
sign of
in the Bible,
insecurity.
y'all. Like, it's literally like in
Thou
the
shalt
Bible.
not watch porn?
No, not it wasn't worded like that. It wasn't worded like that.
Thou shalt not.
Okay, like we could literally like get like we could like you
Yeah,
said
we here.
rabbit hole. I said
Let's
Twilight
talk
Zone
about it.
earlier. I don't know what I was talking about.
Show me in the Bible where it says you do not watch
It
porn.
just says you not to fuck somebody else.
No love, no.
What is
love,
it?
no.
Look it up right
We're
now.
gonna go. We're
How you
literally
gonna
The
look that
Bible
up?
that says you can't.
Yes, James. Yes.
But the Bible that
informative.
says
I
hold
love
on.
it.
The
I love
Bible that
that for
says
you, friend.
you're not allowed to sodomize. So that you're
That's
not.
anal.
Ooh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's what the Bible says. The Bible says that you're not allowed to fuck in the ass.
I'm a sinner.
Ooh.
That's what the Bible says.
To each his own. Different
thou
strokes
shalt
for
not
different
receive it.
folks, literally. But no, it's like literally like okay. Now, back talking on what we were just talking about. Do you guys know like on a more spiritual level that they say like when you get that urge and you feel like that need to like please yourself, like that's like literally like somebody's like a demon like possessing over you.
So what, like
Where the
fornication?
fuck did you get
Yeah.
Are you crazy? That's something that's known in the Caribbean. Okay, so y'all
Yo,
both
maybe, maybe.
Puerto Rican, and you grew up around nothing but Spanish people other than black people, and you know about black.
I got
life,
family in Puerto Rico.
and you know exactly. So
Puerto Rico.
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
It's literally
I've never
two
in my
demons.
life.
A demon for men, and it's a demon for females that literally like take over you and have sex with you,
A
make you.
succubus?
Yes, exactly.
I like them bitches.
Yo, kill me and do something I love to do.
Definitely.
Nah, I like them. Suck me, bis.
Succubus.
Oh, I'm good with that. I'm okay
Suck
with
me,
that.
piss.
You okay? You okay with that?
I'm
That's gonna be the
okay
title
with
of
that.
No, I
Suck
would
me,
not want to be.
bitch.
There it is.
Like what do they call when you in the shower like when you just by yourself and just taking a shower? It's like called like a jar or like they see you and they're like washing you like doing whatever you do when you're naked like in like Muslim culture.
stalker?
No, not a
No, she's talking
stalker.
about like.
You're talking about like what you just said.
Wait a minute. So you trying to tell me that you never get the urge to just flick your bean?
Not flick your bean.
Yo, that's crazy.
Listen, I would
Flick
be
the
literally
beans. Crazy.
James. Listen,
I'm listening.
I would be a hypocrite to tell you right here and now that I've never watched porn. I've never masturbated or anything like that. It's just something that I don't do as a woman. I'm like a sexual person. To me, I could be what you could call a nymphomaniac when I want to be with who I want to be with.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I ain't doing that with everybody. Not everybody get that side of me.
Right.
Whereas like I
Shouldn't
want to
have-
jump
they
your,
shouldn't.
I want to jump your bones all the time, but I've been a very sexual person, and I didn't really start identifying with that term and being comfortable and admitting that until like I got of like age where it's like I'm a fucking grown ass woman. This Eso esto es mi toto. Yo me voy a hacer que yo quiera que me dé la gana. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like
No te habla español. Help me, please.
no. So what I'm saying is
said-
it's mine,
Okay.
and it's like I'm gonna do what I want with it.
Okay.
So it's like it's not not anybody's like fault, and can't nobody shame me or try to like talk down on me for what I want to do, but I don't do. That's just something, a part of my sexuality that I don't do. I don't look at porn.
So if
I don't play with myself. I
hypothetically
don't
speaking,
do that. I
hypothetically
didn't get
speaking,
somebody to go down on me, be a munch, or
That's a
somebody
munch.
to
So,
give
but the
it to
thing
me
is that
when I
if-
want it.
See, but
I love
you,
munches.
So
by the
if
way.
you're nonstop sexually active, not every woman's like that,
and that's what be having me confused.
and not every woman's like that.
Don't let that go over your head, yo.
I
Y'all
have a
need to
question,
y'all
though.
need to
Every
get it
woman's like that, so
together.
So it's like if I'm
'Cause
saying
if
like
you
yo,
don't do it, baby, somebody else.
and this exactly,
or
go to
I
porn.
can just go porn.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Porn
what would you
saves
rather?
relationships.
What would you rather? Another girl's jaw on the dick, or
Me just spanking my shit in the shower.
yeah? What would you rather?
Come lay in the bed and be like, all right,
It's gonna
good
be
night.
one or the
Y'all
other.
both know the answer for that. Y'all know. You know
Rather
what
watch porn.
Yeah.
All right, then. So
Exactly.
why would you get mad at that?
To go back
I'm
to the
gonna be
Bible
crying.
in 1 Corinthians 6:18
Ooh,
to
yup, the
20.
Corinthians. Yep.
Flee from sexual immortality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body. But the sexual immoral person sins against his own body. Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. So glorify God in your body. 1 Corinthians.
Does that mean I
6:18
can't beat my meat?
to 20. Yes.
Does
Man.
it's
'Cause
it's
it
more,
is-
it's more than just what meets
I'm gonna
the
go see
eye
the
and what
priest
your-
this Sunday.
I'm not.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to feel bad for
I
your
gotta-
sexual
I gotta-
needs. I feel
So
like
I gotta-
we live like in
gotta go
a
through
society where a lot of things are like doomed to be bad and doomed to be looked down on and frowned upon. And it's
Where the
like,
person have to go to confessions
no.
for that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
to the
so.
city-
No,
to
they
see
did. They did say you're supposed to do that though. Like I remember when I was a Catholic, they said, "Yo, like if you like fornicate, you gotta like." I'm like, I ain't telling you when I beat my meat.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I'm not doing that. I never went
But
to
if
confession.
you feel it in your heart,
That I'm sorry. That shit felt too good for me to be sorry.
it didn't feel well like
It felt enough.
it ain't
felt
nothing like
better.
physical. It's
No,
nothing
I
like
agree
physical
with
touch.
that,
It's
but it
nothing
felt
like
better
that.
than just me 5 minutes before I beat my shit. I'm just saying. It just felt.
This nigga.
I felt better. Now I got out the shower and I'm like, all right, what am I doing today? I'm
It's like
good.
a stress
Productive.
reliever.
Yeah, I'm
You
productive
know what's
now.
crazy is that like I thought like I was like really like gonna be nervous, like even though like like this is like my
Here?
first second time. I was gonna bring my stress ball, y'all. I swear to God.
Oh my
Like,
Wow.
other
Wow.
She doesn't trust us, y'all.
No.
She's crazy. She's gonna bring her
Justin,
stress
sometimes you be
ball
really confused.
because she doesn't trust
I'm
us.
not gonna even lie. Like,
You said what?
sometimes Justin be confusing me. Cause you'll do stuff and I know y'all been witnesses. Like Justin will do some shit like what are you on, bro? Are you good? Like, am I lying? Like, are you good, bro? Like, it's me. Like, it's Des.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Don't trust us.
Why you trying to bring a stress ball? That's crazy. But now you good.
Yeah, you
How
doing
you
good.
spinning propeller shit? A little propeller?
The fidget spinner?
Yeah.
You gonna sit here just doing mad tricks?
Throwback. Now that's something that's like a coping mechanism like that.
It is no.
But like, don't touch me.
What
touch your
about that?
There you go.
What about that little eagle you used to balance in your finger?
Oh, you used to make those shit.
Yeah, you made those?
I made one before.
The
By the paper.
ones?
Yeah, you put it on the. You put it on your thing.
I knew it had to be a paper. You talking about you made one before.
Yeah.
Paper, right?
Yeah. Who else? I was talking to somebody that's like, "You handy?" I said, "Nah." So you need to build a dresser. You better do that shit yourself because that's not me. Like, but I built that paper shit on my finger one time.
That's an accomplishment.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, take all your wins where you can.
That's a step up.
So you make like paper maches and shit?
I made one paper fucking eagle on my finger.
Creativity, arts and crafts
at its finest.
I remember like in technology class in 6th grade in IS, I made like this like paper mache of like I had like mirrors on each corner. That is a technology class. I don't know why he made us do this in technology class. It had nothing to do with technology, but we took like a little mirrors on each side, and then so now if I'm looking at this way, I can look behind me.
Pause.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. My bad. Pause.
All right. Dragging it.
Man, Kev looking back at it.
Kev going. Nah, chill, bro. Like chill. All right.
That's a savage way to watch porn.
Through the lens.
If you got the mirror set up, you looking, you just.
You never got caught watching porn.
Yeah,
I mean, we spoke about this already.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this again. Yeah, we definitely.
What about
did.
when you were younger?
I got caught when I was younger.
No, I never
How old
got
were you when you
caught.
started watching porn?
Yeah, y'all remember
How old were you when you started watching porn?
They used to play it on certain channels on Optimum.
On the black box.
And on the black box too
Spice
with
Network.
the
So
how
you
old
watched
was you
porn?
with Spice?
yeah.
Okay.
So how old was I?
I never have I not quote you can quote me on this. Have I 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago did I ever say that I never watched porn?
No.
Yeah. It's just back then it was accessible. At the end
The
of the
Spice
day.
Channel.
Yeah.
It's
I
more
don't remember
accessible now, though.
I don't remember like the specific
There's
channels.
porn on the go
But
now.
I know they used to play like probably like on like 78 to like 80 or
Nah,
something
you got
like
to
that.
press the button
And then
on the
like
top.
past HBO, they used to be
Or
like
HBO After Dark.
play yes,
But that was
like
soft porn.
Playboy
That was
Bunny,
soft
like
porn.
yeah.
Hey, Playboy Bunny,
I remember.
Playboy, you just seen a bunch of bad bitches. They wasn't doing anything.
I remember.
But on
Remember
Spice,
when they used to play
Spice
the
after
Bunny
nice.
Ranch?
Spice after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. They used to show everything.
Yeah.
But like, but
It
you
used to go down.
So did BET Uncut. No, that shit was fire too.
BT Uncut. They
Let's
only
go
really be
Inferno.
giving that now, really.
Oh, Tip Drill.
Disco
But
Inferno,
it's-
yeah. Tip
Let's go
Drill.
Inferno.
Disco
But
Inferno.
Y'all gotta understand, like
You weren't around for
what
that.
you.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
You alright
with
right now?
y'all, like, I don't understand, like, but how it was like accessible to us that we could just flick it. Remember, like
It was the
back
top
in the day.
button.
Yeah, but also before we got the Optimum remote control, before we had the last button, like you had to like literally be
Go
there
to the
by the
thing.
fucking box.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how I got
and-
caught.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't
had,
make
like,
it in
that-
time.
the
Nah, I was.
Got
I
that ass
think I was.
whooped. Got that ass whooped. I know
Nah,
I would've got my
I think I
ass
was
whooped.
sleeping. My grandma.
I know I would have got my ass whooped.
I was like,
I remember,
I remember when I first got caught.
I think boys get caught more than
12
girls.
or 11.
I should put
Probably.
that out
11 or 12. I was just sitting there watching it. My mom. I was just sitting there watching it. But no, because in the daytime they actually have scenes. They have like it's like how did it
Role
get to the
play?
fucking role
They
play,
got like a plot setting.
yeah, and I was
Mhm.
very intrigued by that. It was
like a
fake.
movie.
You was curious. You was
yeah.
curious. You was young. You was curious. You wanted to know what was going on.
You still
And
wanna
then
know
all
it?
of a sudden, now
I was
you knew what was
Hold
going
on.
on.
I
You
was
knew what
5
going
years
on.
old. I used to stay at my teacher's ass. All right, 5 years old. So Miss Donovan, she had a fatty.
Oh, I know, man.
She had a fatty. So I like listen. When he said kids don't be know what I'm saying. Like they know at 5 years old. I'm saying like I'm saying if they like ass or not.
Or they like
They know.
literally it's either they like ass or booty. That's crazy. I feel like kids are fucking curious, man. That's why you like protect the youth, like literally.
It's crazy because the
would hate.
age, the era we in right now is like all internet. You know what I'm saying? Like when they go on Instagram or they go on TikTok and they do all that shit, all they say is ass shaking and all that shit. So
I hate to say it though, because you like coming at me for my age and stuff, but it's like I feel like I'm still a part of that generation of not having the internet and stuff, like. Cause you remember Facebook, MySpace was out and stuff, and y'all had computers in the 90s and like the
but
early
it wasn't
2000s
perfected.
and stuff. It's
We
no
started
way.
that
It's like way advanced from what it once was.
Yeah, but
like,
I also
you know
feel
what
like
I'm
you could
saying?
get
Like,
used to it better than we can. Well, better than I can.
no,
I can't.
but what's crazy is that
Not true. We're millennials.
I'm saying me.
We have said millennials and Gen Z actually are intertwined in that realm. But when you hit, we have like what's it called? Baby alphas. What is it called? And when you hit, they're gonna be way more advanced than us.
Who makes up these names?
I don't know.
yes, let's talk about that.
Who the fuck?
Who are coming up with these terms
What is
and
next?
conditions?
I think the
Gen
manual said the
Z,
next one is Bravo.
baby boomers,
something like that.
millennials.
Probably a
What's
guy named
going on?
Luke.
So what's gonna happen
Probably a
after
guy
the
named
Gen
Luke.
Z?
I heard it was Bravo, Agent Bravo.
Agent Bravo?
Let me see.
I want to know the reason. The
Like,
reason
who makes up
behind
these shit?
that.
I guess I guess the reason why they make it so people that feel older don't feel as old. So it's like, all right, so like now it's like millennials, right? Millennials.
Wait, what are we?
We're millennials.
Yeah, we're in a.
No, you're Gen
millennial?
Z. You're Gen Z.
You gotta relax. I'm not gonna lie. Jay, say your man, he gotta relax.
What are you?
I'm about to say that
I'm not. They say after 96. However, I want to say right here, right now on this podcast, like I tell anybody that I know up close person, I was created in 96. I was born in 97. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm really not. You gotta relax.
It
So
says
he's relaxed 2 times.
You know that's a reach, right?
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so my mom.
I was already born in the womb in '96.
My mom fucked my dad in '86. I'm really born in '86. Not really born in '87.
I'm not Gen Z. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For like the late '90s babies, I feel like you could say like a '99 baby is a Gen Z because you like didn't even like have not a year or 2 in the '90s. Like literally went straight to 2000.
I can say
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can understand that argument.
Also, I could see why it's kind of like, but you don't ever see that. It's really only with the '90s babies that they do that with. You don't see nobody, and obviously it's because you was born late in the '80s, but you was raised in the '90s. You get it? So they don't really do that with late '80s babies. They only do that with '90s babies.
They kind of do because I was '89. So
my aunt is '89. Like, you know,
so they kind of do. Not really, but they kind of.
But also, you're 8 years older than me. I was born in '97. No, I was born in '96.
I know you're born in '97.
But listen, so I love. What? It was a lot of great things done in 1997. Okay, baby. Do you want me to point everything out? Do you want me to like?
But that's post Pac.
I could. Okay, I understand that because Tupac is like literally like. I feel like I'm like the female version of Tupac.
So you said Tupac was reincarnated into you?
No, not really. No, absolutely not. Hell no. He's
Tupac's
one of a kind. Oh God, he's not. But God bless him. But no. Yeah. So like I was saying, my because sometimes I be just having to like
get it back together.
Yeah, but my aunt, we was raised like sisters, even though she was born 8 years before me. Like, just who I am now today, that she's your age, like her, like, and it's not to come at her because I love my aunt. That's my mom's only sister. You know, my grandmother had 2 daughters. My mom passed, so it's just my aunt now, and I love my aunt to death. My aunt's older than me. Like I said though, we was raised like sisters, and my mentality and her mentality, like they'd say it like when we'll get into it when we were growing up, like it's like you putting your mentality to your niece, and your niece is 8 years old. You finna be 16 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get it together. Like, why you letting her get to you like that? Cause I was so straight shooter. Like, I'm like coming cause I knew shit. Like, I was into shit. Like, by like 2002. My brother was born in 2003. What I was just telling you right now. You know my little brother. My brother gonna be 20 years old in June. I remember when my brother was born because I was knowing shit. I knew shit. I seen what was going on around me. I wasn't a regular typical 4 or 5 years old. That's what people don't understand. Yeah, I'm young with my experience and I'm an old soul. Like I've adapted to the world around me, my situation, my life, my family, everything. Like young and all. Like I seen shit, experienced shit, and yeah, okay, fuck it. I'm just see. But like my heart, like who I am, like
I
I'm
mean,
already an old lady. Like
you were raised around millennials.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I mean, like that.
And
You
my
have
grandma's a baby boomer. And my grandma practically raised me. My mom had me late.
grandmother's born early 50s.
Mm, no. She was born in 59. My grandma's 63 going on 64.
I can go with you because my aunt is 9 years older than me, and I used to be in Skakey every weekend when Skakey was. I don't know if you ever been to Skakey.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I was in there
Young.
whole young age because like but she's 9 years old. So if she couldn't go, I couldn't go. So it's the point like I was around that era, and like I can agree with you with that because it was like
Yeah.
I knew so much older shit at that time, and I was
Right.
only 9. I was only like 7. I was
Yeah.
doing all that shit. It was okay. I got you.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff that she probably like think I probably wouldn't remember. Like when
I
we like
remember.
talk, like it's like I remember. What are you like? What are you talking about? Like, and I like older men. Like I've always dealt with older men. I've never really dealt with guys my age, and not shitting on them or anything like that. Like I'll be fucking with them. I be finding them mad though. But just me and you don't have the same interests. Like we're not into the same things. We don't like the same things. We don't like the same type of music. Like you don't know a lot. You don't know the books I know. You don't know the movies I know. We can't relate on a lot of shit. So sometimes it's like I'm like in a dilemma where it's like I would love to fuck with a nigga my age and deal with somebody, but it's like my mind is I would be molding a nigga and making him better for the next bitch. Who want to do that? Y'all want to better one bitch for the next nigga? No.
Who we talking about?
I mean, when you get in a relationship, you're not thinking about. We shouldn't be thinking about, like how I'm gonna make him better for the next person. You shouldn't be thinking about that. I'm saying you think about like, I'm saying like how are we gonna move forward, and if things fall out, well, he happens to be gaining some experience. I'm saying, and this is what it is, but you shouldn't be thinking about that. I'm saying that means you're already thinking about the downfall.
I ain't saying I'm thinking about it like that. I don't ever look at it on the downside, and I don't look at my glass halfway full than being empty. No, but it is what it is. Like if you don't know and you're already having those thoughts and stuff, sometimes it's really like that.
But let me
And
ask
you have
you a
to
question
accept
though. Do you, or hypothetically speaking, like you see somebody who's younger than you, year or two, do you go in with those thoughts like I'm gonna have to teach you, or like because then what do you think that older dudes think when they talk to you?
I like that one. We getting spicy now. That one was spicy. That one was spicy. And it's taking me this age now that I'm coming. This is like why, like you said, you got shit that you want to get off your chest. I'm coming to realization now more than ever. Like where I'm like, I have so many eye for everything that I ever once known, everything that I thought I knew and I didn't know. Like, so no, I don't go in any situation, I always go with a clear mind and good intentions because I want to receive that in return. Like I want that. I want that for me. I want that for anybody. You know, they try to say like, "Oh, I love that for you." It's like kind of like shady. Like, you know, like, do you really love that for me? Like, or you just like saying that? Like, no, I would love that for anybody. I don't want to have to teach nobody. I want somebody to come as they are. And like I said, I accept you and I understand you. And if I don't understand you, okay, maybe it needs time to, you know, it needs working to do. Like it needs to be thought out, mapped out, figured out. Like it needs to be a blueprint, like, you know, execution. Like
But
it's just a lot.
but let me just cut this into you older than a dude.
I would never deal with a man younger than me.
But why not? Because you like, why do you feel like that is not it? Because it's not fair.
No, you know.
I'm explaining what
So
I'm
you
done.
want to know that? So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and maybe y'all probably
Don't say
the
you're gonna
only-
leave us with this because that means
No,
you're leaving.
No.
Yeah.
I just want to leave y'all with one thing, if not at all, throughout this whole podcast. Your first time meeting me, I want to leave y'all with this to think about: the advantage that men have versus women is that you men can deal with women older than y'all. You men can deal with women y'all age, and y'all can deal with women younger than y'all. So do y'all want me to say that one more time? I'm gonna say it one
No,
more
I
time.
heard you. We could deal with older, younger, or our
Older,
age.
younger, or
Yes.
y'all age.
Mhm.
But
Now,
Was it
when
di-
it's like a double standard,
I
it's
wanna
a
hear this.
double standard when it comes to females. Because a lot of things that is acceptable for men, and don't nobody turn a blind eye for. Certain situations they do. Certain women get away with murder with a lot of things that they do to men. And I'm a female that I'm willing to say like, yo, like I don't think it's right. Like, cause a man could be sexually harassed versus a woman being sexually harassed. The outrage will be way different compared to what a man
Mhm.
is gonna experience
Absolutely.
or have to endure. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're
That's
right.
a
You're right.
fact.
You're right.
However, when it comes to the age dynamic, when it comes to women, oh, you deal with a man, you be a woman. You deal with a man older than you. Oh, you looking for a dad. You got daddy issues. You deal. Nobody really could say anything about a man, a woman dealing with a man her age. But a man younger, oh, you're a cougar. You're a cradle robber.
But that's the same with us, though.
Cradle robber?
A cradle robber. That was funny.
That's different.
You caught me on that one day.
Yeah, that's what they say. Y'all never heard that
I
one?
never
I've never
heard
heard
cradle
that
robber. I
before.
heard cougar. I heard all that. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
what? That's well, I guess probably because my mom had me so young that they said that's like kind
She
of
was
like
a cradle robber?
No, my mom was younger than my father.
Oh, so this is the thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
Talk about it. It's funny.
Go first. Jay.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna get all my thoughts straight right now because there was a lot that I had to say. So good.
Just on the idea of men can talk to women that are younger than them, I disagree with that because I feel like if a man was to do that, they're gonna look at him like he's a creep
Pedophile.
or a pedophile.
I'm gonna ask y'all all three right now. Would y'all fuck a bitch right now? Ooh, I feel like I'm like so. Because I'm definitely not illiterate. I'm very. I feel like my vocabulary is very. Yes, I went to Catholic school. Trust me, I did vocabulary class, like literally.
Mhm.
But
Don't worry about it.
Would y'all-
Zay went to Catholic school too, and he took a test and he cheated with a dictionary and failed. So it's
that goes
possible. You know what I'm
that
saying?
goes crazy. And Zell, Zay, you did bad, and I wish you was here right now so I could tell you. But no, like no,
So a man's
Would be
not a creep
what?
for doing that?
no.
I'm not.
So what I'm asking y'all is, would y'all deal with a girl right now as old as y'all? Not saying y'all old.
I appreciate
The
that
age
one.
that the age that y'all
I appreciate
are
that little
right
sentence
now.
you put before that because that hurt my heart.
No,
And no, that's why I said thank you.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it. She
No,
said,
because
"Not
I
saying
never
y'all
want to.
old."
I don't like. It's a beauty.
She
in
was only
growing
talking to us
old.
because we old.
No, it's a beauty of getting older. Like what a lot of people don't appreciate. You have to appreciate that. Not a lot of people make it to see 25, 30. Those are like not accomplishments, but those are like a lot of people didn't get to see. You know what I'm saying? And experience ages year after year. And as you get older, as you get older, if you're still fortunate enough to have your parents here, like your parents are turning that age with you, from when they first had you. So now, my question is, hey, would you have physical relations with a 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old?
No.
No, hell no.
Oh, what?
Would you have physical relations with 18-year-old, younger, way younger?
Way younger? No, I can't deal with the bullshit. No, it is bullshit.
Physical.
Yeah.
Physical.
Well, no, I mean that comes with bullshit because a
No,
lot.
what if
No,
it's a
no, no,
one-time
no, no, no.
thing?
Let's talk about it. A lot of women are known for carrying emotions. And at 18, 19, and 20, you don't know how to handle your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to handle your emotions. So you being 18, 19, and 20, you're still basically a child because you don't know what it is to be out there in the real world at that age, the majority. I'm saying, so by dealing with an 18, 19, 20 is like dealing with a fucking child. And it's not something you're gonna be doing. To me, honestly, that's just it's just a little weird. It's weird. Like at 18 row, I'm 17 years older than her. It's weird.
Crazy because what you're saying right now is that's like probably like I would have to come back here, and I think that'd be the age that you're saying.
But
like 8 to
but
go.
if she's 40 and I'm 57, that's different.
Yeah, but y'all adults at that.
No,
no,
that's
At
different.
that point, you're like you and I both are established.
Well, I
you know
want
what I'm
you to
saying?
finish what you were
And
saying.
we've experienced shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Finish what you were saying.
what I was saying is the age gap that you just said right now. You're 35, and she'd probably be about 17, 18. Going on 19. That was like an age a real life situation that I was in years ago. Like, and
You was dating a
that-
guy that was 35?
yeah, he would have been. He's gonna be 43.
Well, this is my thing. I cannot.
But
talk
that's
to-
like that's a little
Yeah,
that's a little
we gonna get
teaser.
back.
That's a little
Yeah.
teaser. We ain't gonna get into that right now.
You can come every week
But,
if you want. I don't give a fuck. We could have this shit all the time.
But yeah, so it's like that's something that I dealt with. So it's like I speak from experience where I look at it like so different. Like where it's like I don't agree with that with men. Cause like I said, I wouldn't deal with a dude that's younger than me. I would salute him if he on his way. I love that. I love that. I want to see you shine. I want you to meet the
But
girl
what if
for
you-
you because I'm probably not her.
But
Mhm.
what if- hold on. But what if you're 27 and the dude that's 20, they say he's 20 years old, and he looks like he's about 26,
Okay,
27.
but
Hold on. About 26, 27, but he comes from a great family, from great wealth or whatever it is, and he already has himself established, and he's doing better than you and everybody else, right? And he can teach you a game or two. Would you date him?
still no.
Why not?
I got a question.
Wait, I just want to say my point. Y'all can talk after. If you're not old enough to come out and drink with me and have a good time,
That part.
there's no reason for me to talk to you.
I'm not babysitting.
I'm not asking for the bouncer to let my 19-year-old girlfriend come in. That is weird as shit. You have to be old enough for me to at least talk to you. I've only I've always only talked to people like
What's
maybe
the youngest?
youngest, 24.
Youngest
What age was I?
I was talking about now.
Talking about currently.
I was talking
Alright.
about now.
We're talking
like-
about currently, Kev.
All right,
Stay on
so
topic now.
Mhm.
35, the youngest, 20, 25. 25, yeah, 25.
Oh no, I lied.
Like, you dirty boy.
What's the oldest?
The oldest?
Yeah.
I was 17 and I was fucking this like 50-year-old.
Oh wow, I feel like this is like a deja vu. But like I've seen this in a dream where like you saying like,
Oh, shit.
I was this age and she was that old.
Yeah, nah,
What about you, James?
we don't-
Juicy.
Youngest, I would say 28, 29.
Youngest.
Youngest, yeah. I can't. I never. So I'm not a younger person.
Yeah.
I can't.
What's the oldest and how old were you? How young were you?
I never dated a woman older than me.
No, you don't.
No.
Not even smashed.
I can't.
Nah.
I went. Let me tell you about my 21st
Alright, give us the rundown. Give us the rundown, Joe.
I was out. Not. Oh shit! I don't know who's gonna watch this. Man, fuck them. I was outside with my moms and people, whatever like that. All of a sudden, I went to a spot. I was phone that. I took the married chick home with my moms. Came home. We all went to the same car, in the same elevator, in the same crib. I did what I had to do. I was like 21. She was at least like 40. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's do what we gotta do. I don't know how how that happened, but I was outside.
You know, if mommy would have came out and caught the eye and act,
She
it would've been a
knew
murder
she was
scene.
coming home with that. She was driving. They was talking together. I was in the backseat drunk. They brought me upstairs together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question
Yeah.
based on what you're saying. So
So basically, she
What she
dotted
saying?
you out.
My mom? It wasn't her friend. It was my aunt.
It wasn't that she dotted you out. She just like
she
it's
just
a very
accepted me.
different. It's very different
She
from how
accepted me.
girls are raised versus boys. Let's just say it right.
Mhm.
That's a perfect example of that, of how boys are not shamed upon or like, oh, you naughty boy, oh, you need to resist the temptations. Whether versus a girl, you trying to take your father.
A woman's temple was more sacred.
No, it's not.
Oh God, you one of those, Kev?
come on.
I'm just saying.
You one of those? You're a double standard type of
The
guy.
earth is a woman.
Where it's like, oh, of course,
The earth is a woman?
The earth is a woman.
Why? Because you're gross. Why?
Because it raises children.
creates
Shut the
life.
fuck up, bro.
Creates life.
Shut the fuck
That's
up.
what. That's what's being done.
What was the
I just
question?
want to
Yeah.
ask you one before you pivot and go into a different conversation. Can you date a 35-year-old with a 20-year-old mindset?
Absolutely.
But so then, is it about the
I
age or is
have.
it about the
I
mindset?
have. I've dated a man older than that with a young mind state, a younger mind state, and I'm way past being elevated from the way he thinks, the way he speaks, the way he moves, the way he maneuvers. Like where it's like, oh my God. Like if my mom was living here today, still alive and well, my mom is probably about 2 years younger than you. And you're doing a lot. Why are you letting my 24, my 25-year-old do this to you? Why are you letting my 25-year-old get you in your bag like this? It's ridiculous. And it shows.
I agree with you because I've dealt with, whatever, how many people I've dealt with that were pretty much a little bit younger than me, and with their very good head on their shoulders. And if I would have stayed in that shit, I would have been happy. Right? There's also somebody that I try to talk to and I want to talk to, but I've never did that shit before. I always went for somebody my age or older,
Right.
or like maybe a year or two younger than me. I'm okay with that. That's still my age, right? But
that's in the age group.
In the
Your
age group, yeah. But like when you deal with somebody who is immature, it's ugly.
It's so
and I
ugly.
get that, but
it could get so nasty because you feel like you just like feeding into something that's so beneath you.
It's different. It's weird. It's weird, and I don't think it has anything about the age. I just think it's about who you are as a person.
The mentality.
Yes, because like at the end of the day, how old are you?
I'm 25.
All right, I'm 33. So how much is that? 8. That shit, it could work on her mentality, but then if you do that shit on her being a child in her head, that's not gonna work because it's just the mentality wise. It just goes up. It goes bad.
And that's my ultimate point. Why are we fixated on the age and not the mentality? So why is it that are we saying we'll only date older people because the expectation is that they're more mature? Or is it the number?
To me, it's the person. To me, I will not go lower than a certain number because I'm getting older.
Right.
I can't I can't drive by Lehman and be like, oh, they're cute. That's weird.
That's weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, 100%.
I can't go by a
Neither
certain
can
college and they still 19, 20, and I'm like, oh shit, I would do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's weird. There's nothing about the age difference. If she's 25 and I'm 35 and that's what we're doing, that's okay because we're of age. But the minute that y'all go lower than that,
It's always
weird.
It's always red flags.
It's
like,
weird.
It's like signs where like it's not gonna work, and you cannot.
Not that you know it's not gonna work. That shit's just not. It's not like realistic. It's like
it's not realistic, and it's not due for the long haul. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Listen, but if you 40 and he's 90 and you trying to get that bag, marry him. You're.
I'm all for that.
You know, we fucked up.
If you die before him,
if he's 90 and you 40 and she's 40 and he dies at the age of 125
and you
die way before.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
I actually seen that shit happen.
That's crazy. I actually saw
that happened to Madonna or some shit. Oh no, right?
Nah, Madonna's fucking with some young nigga right now.
Yeah, grandma goes to that.
I read some shit on Madonna.
Madonna's ass is weird.
Yeah, definitely rabbit hole ish that they were talking about Madonna with her adopting.
All of them. She said she doesn't know how to be a mom right now. Which
she had
I really didn't.
She had a little donation foundation thing, whatever it
Which
was.
I was hoping it wasn't because she adopted black kids, but she was acting like that. It was just like
Ethiopian. I mean, like
it was Ethiopian kids.
Yeah, it's Ethiopian kids. Want to look it up?
The black kids.
Look it up right now.
Go on Google right now. Go on Google right now.
What are you looking up?
I'll put $20.
Madonna's kids.
Look up
the kids.
They older now.
Hold on. The kids from that they're accusing her for trafficking are Ethiopian kids.
No, I didn't say anything about trafficking.
No, that's what she's being accused for.
No, I said Madonna.
No, I was talking to her.
Oh, okay. I said Madonna said at this point in time she doesn't know how to be a mother. Yeah. And I feel for her because I don't know why she feels like that. But all right. I have to ask you a question.
Adopted kids from Malawi.
Are you coming back?
Am I coming back? Yeah.
When?
Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Monday. This is just a warm up, y'all. This is like, a little warm up.
But we need. Listen, we had a couple of. We got. Shout out to all the women we had here. Shout out to Roxy. Shout out to Alpha. Shout out to
Gina.
Oh, matter of fact, Gina's podcast is coming out soon. They about to do their thing.
Shout out to her. I didn't know that, but shout out to her. That's someone that I know. Throwback.
Yeah, shout out. Like I said, shout out to Roxy. Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Alpha. Shout out to
Brandi.
Who else I'm missing?
Can't think of anybody else.
Oh, shout out to all the women that have been on my podcast, but they not here all the time, so you can have that spot if you want. We talk about it after. It's on live right now. Y'all can see what y'all gotta do. Let's do one more thing.
$20? Let me see.
$20? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, we talking about our bag because he said that's crazy.
He won.
I mean, according to that, that's an Instagram post, so I don't know.
But you can actually look it up.
We didn't shake on it though, but if you want your 20, you can have it.
Let's do. Can we do? All right, it's 12:19. We got like 10, 15 minutes left. Give us the last topic of the night. Real quick one, but not quick, but like quick.
Okay.
Like half quick. Half quick.
I want to know, do you guys feel like you yourself could be your biggest enemy or your biggest, like, not downfall, but you could be your own opposition?
Yes.
Yes?
Say the question one more time.
Can you be your own opposition?
Do you guys feel like you can be your own biggest enemy or opposition?
Yeah.
Justin?
Yes, I think my mental is where it goes. Where's my biggest competition?
Okay, so I feel like we could leave it off like that, but that's probably what I came.
No.
What I came in here.
Give us one more.
What I came in here today to talk about, and what I want to get off, is like that is like the root of it. Like needs to be said and needs to be
Cannot
said
leave us
now.
on a cliffhanger.
Because
like
it's like
that.
literally, no, cliffhangers are always the best, baby.
Hmm.
Always the best. But what I'm saying is, it's like I came to something. It's like I can't keep just ignoring it. So it's not a cliffhanger. It's this how I'm really feeling. Like I'm really on that. Like I'm really on some like I'm not gonna keep playing on my potential and who I am. So I gotta get it off my chest right now because the elevation and the way I'm gonna up it in a second is like I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna take off fast.
I think that me procrastinating is my biggest issue within myself.
Okay, and procrastination, baby, what you give back is consistency. You have to make sacrifices. I'm a procrastinator myself.
I would disagree with you with that because
why?
Because are we waiting for the next one for this, or that we going?
Yeah, that's what I said. You said cliffhanger. I didn't really want to get.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay,
if you're gonna wait for the next one for this, I'll tell you the reason why the next.
All right,
time.
so real quick, let's do like a funny something.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before y'all pivot, I wanted to go to answer deeper into that question.
No, she wants that. She wants that to be the.
No, but I want James to say what he wants to say. So
the question was, can you be your worst enemy or your opposition? In my opinion, you're only going to go as far as you believe. Anything in life starts with a thought, right? So if I want to build something, the first thing I have to do is think about it. If I don't believe that I can do it, it won't get done. And I think that is people's biggest opposition is the belief that they have in themselves. So if you don't believe in yourself or you don't believe anything bigger than your potential, then you're not going to achieve it. So when people say think big, dream big, that shit matters because if you don't believe it or if you can't think it, it won't come true.
You can't achieve it.
Everything starts with a thought. So whatever it is that you want in your life, you have to think it first and then execute.
Like manifesting, and also the other side of you manifesting is also a state of self-doubting.
Mm-hmm.
You can't self-doubt yourself because the type of life that you speak on yourself and in your mind, you start to believe that shit. Your subconscious, your subconscious never knows whether you telling the truth or you telling a fib.
Perception is reality.
Perception is reality.
Yes, it is.
And it's like what you say, like you're saying, what you say is what's gonna become. That's why people say, I'm a millionaire. I'm destined for greatness. I'm creative. I'm gonna get to where I want to go. I'm gonna accomplish all my goals. Like like everything that I have painted out in my head. Like I'm gonna picture that shit and I'm gonna achieve it.
Every morning I wake up, I say, I'm grateful, I'm worthy, and I'm capable of anything my mind, body, and soul desires. That's how I start every day. No matter my feelings.
You're so childish. I
I'm like, yo, I'm thirsty as shit.
But if you know Just, y'all, Just is not really like this. Like Just is really like a dope ass nigga. Like
can we do a good one before we get out of here, please? Let's do one more one before we get out. One more, last one. Whatever you want, last one before we get out.
What do I want?
Yeah, last one before we get out. One more topic, yeah.
No, I want Kat to say what he wants.
No, I've been listening.
How many pair of drawers should a woman have?
Let me ask you.
A woman?
Yeah.
Women have a lot of drawers.
How many should they have?
Oh, should? They shouldn't have that much. They have
for every occasion.
Women have a lot of fucking drawers. Oh my god.
And we lose a lot of them too.
How you do that?
In the washing machine.
Now, hey.
Or in the dryer.
We about to have.
I'm not sure which process that we lose
I wash
a certain
the
amount of
clothes
drawers.
and I dry the clothes. You don't lose nothing. It's on me.
Go ahead, Kev. My fault. I cut you off.
Yeah. You good. Go ahead, Kev. Give us a good one before we get out of here. How many times you fought in your lifetime?
A lot. A lot. You guys love women, right? Do you guys love women like Biggie loved women?
Biggie Smalls.
What?
I don't know how he loved what.
Yeah,
I've never seen his
I
tape.
never. He's not my friend.
No, I'm saying, I'm asking.
I've never seen his sex
What did
tape.
he say?
You look so good.
Us,
Suck your daddy dick?
never.
Nah,
Well,
I'm
what
good.
the hell?
Wow.
How did it get here?
I'm
Structure
good.
up.
Kev, why you go crazy for?
Yeah, what the hell? Structure up.
I'm asking. Just asking.
Nah, I'm good.
You want to love women
Good
that
love
much?
and joy.
Nah, I don't love no woman that much. I'll give her. Nope. Not a.
Tommy's is open still, y'all.
Yeah, no. You can pass by though.
Let's go down.
All right.
Doom, doom.
Don't kick us off, you too. We love y'all.
That's gonna be a new transition thing.
We can't do that.
These niggas not even.
Wait, before you
they don't
go,
care about
say
this
bye to
commercial no more.
everybody. I thought you was
The
gonna
camera's
do
right
that.
there.
Hey, everybody.
The camera's right there.
No, I know the camera. I wanted to see what they were saying. I wouldn't be myself if I didn't do that.
Nigga said Kev tweet. Yo, he trying to set us up. Nah, you trying to set us up. I'll show you. But we are out of here. Throw something on. Let's get out of here, man.
Good night, everybody.
Yo, the menu. She said she'd be here Monday. You coming Monday?
Did you love your girl? No, we gonna leave it over. Do you love your girl as much as Biggie Smalls loved
His girl. Matter of fact,
we could go Biggie Ball for days. So
we're gonna put that poll on
not from
the
Brooklyn, but I rep a lot.
the Instagram.
To get a
I
lot.
Oh, by the way,
Hold on, I need the Demasio crew get into that shit.
they here.
I need you to get into that.
Listen, we're gonna start putting up posts on the Instagram about shit that y'all we want to ask y'all. We're gonna start reading it. The shit that we had the other day with the music, I loved it. We're gonna do music. We're gonna do what y'all do. Red flags. Every fucking thing we're gonna start doing that. We appreciate all of y'all. We want y'all to be involved as much as we involved. Without y'all, we are nothing. We love you guys. Excuse me, miss. Say bye. Kev.
I'll see y'all soon.
Yes. Kev.
Some days peanuts, some days shells.
And what's today?
It's a little mix in between because we didn't get to really finish the episode. It came a little late because of the rain, but
Oh, Kev trying to say come back Thursday. Don't come back Monday. That's what he's trying to say.
Is that what you want?
Yes,
Is that what
come
you
back
want to
Thursday.
say? I feel like he was kind of like, don't know.
JC, what you gotta say? Let's get out of here
I
real
was
quick.
talking about Trump and stuff. I know.
Should have came earlier.
Hope you're on the right side of history.
Are you?
I'm on the right side of history.
Oh shit!
Are you on your great make America
Yes,
great
I am.
again? Yeah. I love that for you, but I just have to see what aspect, what side of
The right side of history.
Boom, boom.
red.
All right, y'all can finish this later. Y'all can finish this in a second. Hold on, because he's gonna ask you more questions. JT, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Signing out.
All right. Appreciate y'all watching another episode of 40Central. Make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast. Take the link, share it to somebody that you know. Make sure you go to the Stream Elements link that is in the 40Central Instagram page. Go there, cop some merch. We got 40Central hoodies. I got on the green matching sweatpants. You can get these. Make sure you get these to support the pod. Dope, comfortable clothing. You won't be upset that you bought it. If you have any ideas on how we can make the show better, you are a part of the show, especially anybody who is in the live streams. All you have to do is DM us at 40Central, or you could DM at Justin_Montalvo. I'm currently off Instagram, so if you don't see me there, don't panic. I did not block you. I am just taking a break probably up until summertime or the fall. I'm going to be going off of that for a while. And just don't forget that you're the answer. No matter what you're going through, you have the answer within you. You just got to look inside and find it. I'm gonna leave with that.
Yes, and like you said, if y'all got anything to ask, anything that y'all want us to ask, anything y'all want to ask us, y'all can either email 40central@gmail.com, 40centralpodcast@gmail.com, I'm sorry, or hit the 40Central Instagram up, or hit either me up, just_Montalvo, hit that shit to me. When his shit come back up, we figure that shit out, but just we can do all that. We love you guys. We out of here, man. Destiny. Part 2 coming soon.
I hope to see you guys soon. Why you
Yo, Big Rude, A Moolah, Captain Don, Black, baby, let's go there. We're gonna do this shit before we get out of here, man. We love ya.
Why I talk like that? Cause I know I'm the shit.
Huh?
I got balls from 2010 that they still ain't get.
$1 short.
What are we
Only
talking
dumb my
about?
shit down when I'm low in the fifth. Big shot with a mask like Chauncey the Rip. Open up your chest like you was putting on Vicks. Your body got your man singing.
$1 short out right now. Go run it up. All platforms. Let's go. Yes,
yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Captain Don. Happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, happy birthday, Gingy.
Happy birthday, Christiana.
Oh, yeah. Christiana. Happy birthday.
That shit on speed dial if
Hey,
you call
yes,
him a
boss,
I told
man.
the bitch to
Also,
get a
happy
bag, your head ain't enough. Nah, I need a meal like
I'm
a
a
deal,
birthday.
I'm really from the trap. Real niggas
I
take a
was in
loss
July,
and they get
dumb
it back.
far.
Going for the kill, you don't wanna see me
Yeah.
back. Pull it off my waist, you still reaching in your fanny pack. I need a meal like a deal, I'm really from the trap. Real niggas take a loss and they get it back.
Let's
Going
go.
for the
Yes,
kill,
yes,
you don't wanna see me black. Pull it off my waist, you still reaching in your fanny pack.
So that nigga stop reaching.
First nigga front to be the first nigga leaking. I had shootouts on the highway.
I was major on the
Deacon.
Let's go, A Moolah.
I
I said throw it in the back.
Then I mix the baking
Soda.
soda. Everybody know I be the shooter and the toter. I can hit the jump shot or hit him with a floater. Long range bomber, still messing with the Yola. Sidestepped on him, then I put him on a poster. I had plays out of town, but never had to show up. All I ever do is pack
did
the
it for
shit.
myself.
Like Russell to LeBron, I'm good for assists. They like charges to the game, I charge in the trips. It's like I upgraded my aim, it's harder to miss. I said I bang for my name, y'all bang for a bitch. You ain't gang, you a lame, I slid and you slip. I need a meal like the bill, I'm really from the trap. Real niggas take a
I'm
loss
not
and they
going
get it
out.
back.
Like,
Going
breaking
for
them,
the
they
kill,
Cap,
you
they
don't
went
wanna
out.
see me
I was
black,
like,
pull it off my waist, you still
I saw
reaching
them
in your
though.
fanny
I saw
pack.
them.
Need a
Said what up
meal
to
like
Cap.
a bill,
Wish
I'm
them
really
happy
from the
birthday.
trap. Real
Same
niggas
to
take
me.
a loss and they
I
get
was
it
like,
back. Going for the kill, you
Yeah,
don't wanna
yeah,
see me black,
yeah.
pull it off my waist, you still
I
reaching
saw
in
you.
your fanny
Yeah, I
pack.
know.
In the traffic with a truck full of
Yeah.
water.
Dope.
7 at a
Now,
nigga
my
like he
son got
trying to
the same
cop
bottle.
order. I feel like
Has,
Rich
like,
Porter after
a
Ace gave the offer, throwing 13 in the field, make the
Oh,
play
absolutely.
Kurt Warner.
Oh, D?
Yeah, niggas know I'm the shit.
Huh?
I'm 100% pure and no cutting this brick.
That's
Piece
crazy.
of 5, these
That's trying to
Nintendo
see who your
niggas is
school
switch.
is.
My crib filled like the woods, everywhere is a stick. Selling jokes up, Dave Chappelle with the laughter. I ain't big on death. I'm worried about the life after. Hit a star player, throw his jersey in the rapper. Judge a op boss cover.
Hit us up, please.
Watch for the
Uh,
ones who do it for the
I would love to
cameras.
talk
They
about
on the
whatever
corner
y'all want to
watching
talk
while
about
they
next
eating a
week.
banana.
Give us
That shit
a
went over the head of a
DM.
rookie in the belly of
Hit
the beast.
either.
That's
Oh,
what Sid said
I can't
took
do
me.
that. Hit me up. Just hit me up. Hit me, kid. Somebody up. Hit somebody up. Whatever you want to talk about. If anybody want to call in, hit us up too, man. We got a whole month of people that want to come up here. We are looking for more interviews and all that stuff to just talk the shit. Doesn't have to be in person. We can be virtual. We love y'all. We out of here.
Yes, sir. That's $1 short out right now on all platforms. On all platforms. Go get it. Go get it. Let's go.
180. We got 20 more episodes. 200, man. 200 about to be a big one. You heard?
Yeah, we gotta start. We gotta mark that.
We gotta mark that down. We
like
might be in
range.
Colombia in 200.
That'll be great.
That'd be crazy.
That'll be great.
Colombia might be 200. You heard? Colombia might be 200. We outside. We love ya. Bye.